Cybernation Uncensored.
They just mentioned audio in chat.
No audio.
There we go! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the issues. We are having so many audio issues with my laptop, and I don't know why. Please let us know if there are still any more audio issues. Can't hear anyone.
That came after that was
Okay.
That message came in before you. Yeah.
Because I'm seeing desktop audio come through. I'm seeing my mic audio come through. Can hear players, not GM. Can you still not hear me? Sounds good now. Okay, cool. Thank God. Technical difficulties abound. The mute gods have been appeased. Fixed but loud. Alright, I will turn that down a little bit. I know my gain is a little high because my players were mentioning that my mic seemed a little off. So, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're having some technical difficulties. We also have player difficulty. Captain Mark is not going to be joining us for today. He may be able to pop in later in today's session, and if he does, we will have him in at that point. I'm going to have our players introduce themselves while I fix up our maps on overlay, and we will continue from there. So, Chuggy, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Chuggy, playing Timar the Nomad, and you can catch me here on the weekends, and I recently started streaming a new D&D stream on Wednesday on my channel at Chuggy305 on Twitch.
Awesome, thank you. Raven, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, I'll be playing your solo / tech Calamity, the solo with multiple personalities disorder. It should be fun.
I'm gonna increase your volume a little bit. There we go. Alright, thank you very much, Raven. Johnny.
Hello, Johnny Drop, over on the Discord. Happy to be back this week. You can find me here every Friday and Saturday. Lurking in the chat is other Sandman3096. And if you'd like, you can check me out on SoundCloud at Arxon. And tonight I will be playing your tech, Remy Johnson.
Awesome, thank you. Vampire, go for it.
I'm Vampire Bites. You can catch me here every Saturday night playing Mojo, the lawman turned nomad, dual class for Cyberpunk. You can occasionally check me on my own channel. I don't have anything planned currently, but we're trying to get something in the works. And you can also find me just all over Twitch and Discord lurking about.
Awesome, thank you. And Violent Neon, go ahead and finish us off.
Hey, I am Violent Neon. You can find me here every Saturday. This is Saturday. Every Saturday as your resident nomad who does the driving, not the flying. And when I'm not here on Saturdays, you can find me on Cybernation Uncensored's Discord as Violent Neon.
Awesome. Thank you. And I'm going to introduce our player who is not here. Captain Mark is not with us at this very moment, but I'm going to drop in his links. You can find him over at twitch.tv/CaptainMark7 or over at Heroes in Theory for Sunday nights on D&D. He's also going to be doing a upcoming podcast very soon. And for myself, I am Capricious Nature. Hello. I am here with our wonderful group, Cyberpunk Goes Nomad, and I'm dropping in all of our links on there. Our music today is going to be brought by Outworld Sounds, group Helix Code, absolutely wonderful couple, who are about to elope in the exact location we're at. They're about to go to Vegas, baby! So very, very happy for them. Big congratulations go out to Kate and Max. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful time. Hopefully, unlike what our players are about to deal with a giant riot and explosions and overthrowing train tracks. So yeah. Our other group that brings us music today is going to be Bass Ape Records, Timmy over there. You can find all of the supplements we use over at CybernationUncensored.com, including our Vehicles of Red and the Medicine in the Time of Red. And you can find all of the additional links for different platforms on my link tree for Capricious Nature. That being said, I'm going to be giving us a recap about all of the absolute insanity that happened, and I'm going to do that via our map. So hopefully everybody on our chat can see the map, and hopefully everybody in Twitch can see the map. What in God's name happened last session? Well, first and foremost, Captain Mark decided to go through with... sorry, not Captain Mark. Let me switch over to our player names, or character names. Devilish Jack Holmes decided to go off with his party float idea, being backed up by the band My Petrochemical Romance, who were giving him backing, supporting, and we had Mojo, who was running his security, and everything was running super smooth and super fine until they got near the Ruby Rose Casino, and Jack got shot a couple of times by some pretty heavy-duty sniper rounds. Seems as if he has actively pissed off Metacore by wearing jackets that say "fuck Metacore" and "where is Azrael Knox" and just shit-talking everybody, everybody he shouldn't be. But that is Jack. Mojo and Jack immediately started trying to figure out where the hell the shots were coming from, but Jack, being Jack, also decided to continue singing because he ain't afraid of no sniper rounds. Domino, at the same time, was running through the Ruby Rose Casino right there inside, and was able to, definitely not cheating, win a supercar. And after winning a supercar and detecting some shenanigans in the winning contract, decided to just fucking steal the car and blast it through the front doors. And he he very, very much so hit the gas, went from 0 to about 200 miles an hour on the inside of a building, and somehow didn't kill anybody. That's off to you. At the same time, we had Remy, who was not with us last week. Remy was working with Silver over on the train tracks. They were able to successfully detonate some satchel charges and flood the streets with this delicious Belodi's Pizza Hog Pizza Heisenberg sauce that they are hoping will provide a excellent distraction. And this entire area, shortly after the float passes, right down here, this entire area is literally covered in the sauce, and you can see random people going mad in the streets. What are normally fairly normal Vegas residents are literally jumping into the streets and licking sauce off the road. Yum, yum, yum. At the same time of all of this, we also have a riot going on, being led by the Maelstrom, where Jack discovered his wonderful role ability of being a rocker boy and literally pointing to where he wants shot and getting it shot. They demolished, 2 buildings in the course of 2 rounds with automatic gunfire and explosives. Thank you, Maelstrom. And finally, we have our Nomad and our Solo working together. We had T-Bar and we had Calamity sneaking into the Medicore building, shirking their duty over on providing security for the float, and they were able to track down this room that they'd never gotten inside. Setting off a satchel charge in the hallway didn't go off as well as planned, but the positive part is that they were able to blow a hole in the ceiling, and T-Bar's player, Chuggy, dropped in a positive plot twist, and he was able to get access into the room through the ceiling. The roof, not roof, the ceiling collapsed in, and they were able to sneak inside. Now, the weird part, the whole oddity of this this situation, is the fact that after they snuck inside, they found 3 people on these gurneys hooked up to a shitload of medical equipment. The first one is some guy named Michael, who he was some famous pop singer, big dancer back in the day. Nobody's really seen him. Nobody really understood what happened to him back in the 20 teens. But he seems to be here, strapped to one of the gurneys there. Second person they found was Azrael Knox, the target of their rescue operation. And the third person kind of threw people for a loop. And if you go back and watch last week's episode, you can see the reaction on Jack's face of what the fuck just happened. They found a young version of Jack, our wonderful devilish Jack Holmes. But instead of looking like he's in his 60s and 70s, he looked like he was in his 20s. And so we had T-Bar wondering, who should I grab? This little young Jack or Michael? And eventually grabbing Jack, because Calamity was like, are you fucking kidding me? Calamity grabbed Azrael Knox, and the two of them started unhooking all of the machinery until, at the very end, they hear a very, very distorted mechanical voice say to them, put them down. And that's where we ended our session, as we are about to introduce our wonderful antagonist inside of this room, a former military operations leader named Rook. Now, before we start up, Remy, you were not here with our last session. After blowing the tracks, you and Silver are there at the tracks. What are you going to do? Are you going to go and flee the city, or are you going to join Silver in driving over to the Medicore building?
I would absolutely stay with Silver. I'm going to see this job out until it's done.
All right. So, go ahead and roll me on the on roll 20. Go ahead and roll me 1d6, please. All right. You will arrive at the building with Silver in 4 rounds. She's going to hit the gas, and you'll get there in 4 rounds. You'll be at the front of the building. Now, this is our overview map of the city. We already have Mojo literally out of the city. We have Domino out of the city, and we have Jack out of the city. The 3 of them have successfully escaped, but we still have our other 3 still here. And so up here on the top, you can see we have T-Bar, we have Calamity, question mark, and we have our Remy right here. Now, Remy, your token's going to be moving up to here, and you'll be there in 4 rounds. And what's going to happen now is we're actually going to come in to our map inside of Medicore. Let me drag my players over. Yoink! And we'll give that a second to let it load for them. Okay, so as you can see on our map here, there's this red room. This is the room that is being affected right now. Let me actually expand that a little bit. Couple more slots. There we go. And then I can click on this guy. Huh? Can I click on this guy? There we go. And expand that out. And go back here. Let's go back to our reveal. We have this area here. There we go. And select and move. There we go. Alright, so Rook is right here. T-Bar and Calamity, go ahead and drop your tokens respectively right up here and right down here. You can drop your tokens there. And this was discussed on our Discord between Calamity, Raven, and Rob, our wonderful patron of Cybernation Uncensored, is the fact that we have a solo who has multiple personalities inside of one person. And so you'll notice the token has changed a little bit, and so will her demeanor. So we're going to be starting off there with our Rook saying, "Put them down." As you see these bright red lights flashing from the ceiling, you can see the monitors flatlining because they're no longer attached to the people that are being pulled up. Vampire, what's up?
We just got a nice big drop of gift subs from Kingy Potato, so I wanted to call that out and say thank you.
Huh?
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Kingy.
Oh shit, what? I haven't gotten anything loaded on here. I don't see. But thank you, Kingy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it hasn't popped up for you yet. That's curious.
That is very curious.
Yeah, you're one of the people that got a gifted sub there, Violet Neon.
Oh, no, I did. And I see it. And, like, I said thank you right away. But I was just saying that Cap can't see it yet.
And I'm in the
for a
mod
bit.
view, too.
Yeah.
What the hell?
There we go.
No, it's still not showing. I call hacks. What is happening? Computer, what the fuck are you doing to me today? Alright. My computer just wants to be a dick. That's all it is. So thank you very much, Kingy Potato. Really appreciate it. Wasn't meant to be disrupted. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. But thank you very much for the gifted subs, and I'm actually going to go into our request queue, reward request queue. I'm going to be refunding the stuff that we did not get to use from our Fallout game yesterday, and I'm going to get us reset for today's game. So if you want to drop in any plus twos, any minus twos, critical hits, positive plot twists, negative plot twists, whatever it is, you can find them all right here on our channel points. There's a ton of stuff to add in. Feel free to screw with the players a little bit. Do not show capricious nature the money. Oh! So, this is where we are starting up. You hear this gravelly, robotic voice from behind you. Just put them down. What are the two of you doing?
Cap, are we still going to do that luck thing for the ammo?
Yes, thank you for reminding me. So before we start up, Raven had contacted me and asked, I didn't stop for ammo. Is there any chance that I have this ammo on me? And as always, as I always tell you guys, I love me some luck rolls, so we're going to have Calamity roll luck. So Calamity, what is your luck score?
8.
Is what?
It's an 8.
Okay, go ahead and roll 1d10. All right, so this is going to be for the first one, so give me 1 second. I'll pull up our chat. So, Raven's chat right there. Okay, go ahead and roll 1d50.
Coming right up.
All right, so you were able to source in 18 AP submachine gun rounds.
Okay.
And then go ahead and roll 1d10 again. All right, and you are not able to get any expansive rounds for the shotgun.
Okay.
All right.
I mean,
So yeah, this is where we are starting off, folks. We have Rook here inside the room. We've got T-Bar and we have Calamity. The lights are flashing bright red. As I said, the monitors have sounded as if they flatlined because the two people were disconnected. And from there, why do I have Cheetos, pickles, Doritos? Rob, what's in our chat, the weirdest chat message ever. So what are you guys going to do?
I'm gonna call on as soon as I hear his voice. I'm gonna call over my agent and send out a message or call to the rest of the team. Achtung, mein friends, mission has gone sideways. Rook is in the building, or Rook is in the room with us. We're gonna need backup.
All right, so you send that out. T-Bar, what are you doing in this moment?
I'm gonna look over Calamity, and there's a hole somewhere, right? That we didn't come in through the door.
You came
We
in
came
through
in
the
through the
ceiling
ceiling.
above the door, yes. So on the map,
above the door.
that would be right here.
Right. And is it like... I guess I was gonna start moving that way and use my like grappling hook hand to try to get back up there.
All right. What is your move?
But my move is 7.
All right, so 1, 2, up to here, and you can grappling. All right, yeah, you're able to grappling yourself up into the ceiling. Go ahead and roll me. Let's see, what would that be? Roll me athletics, I think it is, or is that just for or for Fallout? Cyberpunk red. Oh, there we go. Athletics.
Yeah.
All right. So you run over, you try grappling through, and as this thing pulls you through, because you guys had to climb carefully through there, you kind of just hit that wall with Jack on your back, and you're unable to get fully through in that round. So Remy, you are now down to 3 rounds. You'll be there in 3. So you both are attempting to get out. We have first our Nomad trying to get out of the room via grappling, and he's got somebody on his back trying to get through a small hole in the ceiling. It does not work very well. And we have Calamity trying to call out for assistance. Now, what were you using to call out for assistance? Do you have comms set, or do you have like your agent? What are you using?
My internal agent.
Okay. Vampire and or sorry, not Vampire, goodness. Mojo and Domino, do the two of you have your agents?
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely. Because I've been on comms and on agent like the whole time because I'm trying to still coordinate with my two backups, one of whom is in the building and the other whom driving around pretending to be Domino.
All right. Do you want to call in your backup to meet up with them inside the building?
Absolutely do.
All right. I would like you to roll your. It's 1d6, correct? Or your roll ability.
So, whether or not they respond is the call backup, but they're already on scene, so it's just arrival time.
Yeah. So 1d6.
D6. 4 rounds.
All right, so there'll be you will have one person there in 4 rounds. The other one is driving in the city, and so they have Domino's car right now. And so I need you to do your roll ability for that one.
Um, second. Wait. Do what for the roll ability?
So roll your roll ability for the second one that's driving around the town. Remember, they had Domino's car. They were not on site.
Same as call back up. That's
Yep.
success.
All right, and then go ahead and roll 1d6. Somehow they're going to be there even faster. All right. So they were right up the street, I guess.
Yeah, since it says to check page 158 for outcome,
Yeah.
I'm going to guess that it's not actually deep. It's not a direct relation of time.
Oh no, it
I'll
is.
look that up.
Yeah, after
It is
someone
like-
responds to your call, you roll a d6 to find out how many rounds your backup will arrive on the scene. If you roll a 6, instead of your typical backup, the backup arrives will be the next highest level of backup. Yeah, so you did not roll a 6, but they will be there in 4 rounds and 2 rounds.
Awesome.
All right. So Remy, you're on your way already with Silver. You're in the car. You can use this time to make sure your grenade launcher is loaded, your weapons are loaded, whatever it is you need to do. And you also still have a satchel charge, so you have one that was left over from the train job. So you can add that into your inventory. That is from the Neon Red catalog. Drop your weapon. Does splits. Ass now on the ground. Apollonius there. Their ass is their weapon. Oh, I see.
Do we have the?
Oh, go ahead.
Do Silver and I have the mortar on us?
Yes. Yes, you do, because we were able to source in a mortar and a mortar launcher, but we never used it.
Cool.
So, if anybody from my former Cyberpunk 2020 campaign is watching, think back to what Jerry did with his mortar launchers, and this is entirely a possibility for what's going to happen. For anybody who is curious, my former character, Jerry, was an APC Panzer boy who loved high explosives and attached a set of 6 mortar launchers to the inside of an unmarked white van, and then used that to bombard a enemy headquarter with constant mortar fire. And it was pretty freaking awesome. So yes, you have a mortar launcher and some mortars. So we've got goodness gracious, backup being called. You are on your motorcycle. Do you turn around and start heading back into the city, Mojo?
Yep.
All right, Domino, you have Jack.
Right. So I have Jack, and as soon as I get the call from Calamity, I will message Mojo, and I'll be like, "Hey, Jack took some hits. Follow me back to town, or follow me back to the farm. We're going to drop him and this car off so that he doesn't get injured and can watch the car, and then we will take your motorcycle. I'll drive because I'm better, and we'll reinforce from there." Sound good?
Yep. And Mojo will spin the car back around again. Or the motorcycle back around again.
All right, Mojo, go ahead and give me a driving check, please. Drive land vehicle. DV16.
Oof.
You did it. You made a fucking 180 and then another 180, 360 degrees on a fucking military motorcycle in the middle of the street at high speeds. So, hats off to
Two
you.
sidecars.
With 2 sidecars. Jesus God. Yeah, so the one thing that I do have to forewarn the two of you is you remember how far away the farm was.
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes one way. So, two of you are going to be out of the count for a little while, sorry to say. But let us jump back to Calamity and to T-Bar. I'm going to throw us into initiative, so I'd like both of you to please roll initiative for me.
Schnell, T-Bar. Schnell.
Alright, give me 1 second.
Cap, do you want me to roll initiative for the backups for when they get there, or just wait till they get there to roll it?
Wait till they get there, yep. Alright. So...
Plus 12.
Yes.
Mein Gott.
By the way, now that we've seen him, does he have legs or not?
Yeah, so that was what I was going to start explaining. So as the two of you are in the room, T-Bar, do you look at him or do you try looking at the ceiling? Are you gonna take a check or no?
I don't understand what you're asking.
Are you going to look at him or are you just going to be running for that ceiling hole?
Are you looking back?
I don't even look back.
Okay.
I
Then you
don't
have
care
no
if he has
idea
legs.
if this guy has legs. So on the other hand, we have Calamity there, with Azrael Knox on her shoulder. You are looking at Rook. So Rook is he is definitely modified, but he does not look the same way that you remember him as. You have recalled that he used to be a half track. Which meant that his legs were replaced by tank treads. At this point, though, due to advances in both medical technology and with the release of the absolutely wonderful, what was it? There was a supplement that was put out for, oh god, what was that called? I want to pull it up because it was written by a wonderful person who is trying to make stuff for people who are physically handicapped. Cyber Chair. That was it. It was the Cyber Chair, supplement. Cyber Chair. So give me 1 second. I will read out what you see him on. So what you see instead of this set of half tracks, you see what look to be from his hips on down. It looks as if he has a set of spider legs, mechanical and armored spider legs. If any of you have seen Wild Wild West with Will Smith, imagine our antagonist there. That's kind of what it looks like. He's got these spider legs coming out from underneath his body, and you can see that there are 8 of them. They are armored, and they seem to be pretty agile. They are moving underneath him. And as he stares down at you, Calamity, you can see that his arms as well, similar to you, he has these built-in weapons now. On his left hand, he is holding a heavy SMG, and coming out of his right arm, you can see this grenade launcher pop up, and he is aiming directly at you. And he says, "Oh, it's been a very long time, but I need you to put him down."
Mein Gott.
And so that's what he uses. He uses his action to aim and to talk. Calamity, you are first up for our initiative.
And so, okay. I don't have anywhere to go. So
You can try moving and grappling out of the room, just like T-Bar was doing.
is the opening big enough? Because T-Bar is already in there.
Well, T-Bar tried getting through and kind of hit that wall, and he's back down. He can try again to get back through.
Axel. Alright, I'll give that a try. I'm gonna grapple out.
Alright, what is your move?
My movement is 6.
Alright, so that is a 1 to get right there. Go ahead and roll me athletics. All right, 16. You're able to grapple your hand through with Azrael on your back, and you're able to get back through that hole. But the issue is that he had readied his action in case you were moving. He was going to be opening fire. And so give me one moment, and I will roll for that. What's up?
As I'm doing that, can I also engage that the leg thruster that I created?
Yeah, that'll be your action. So give me 1 second. You're moving, and so it triggers our held action. So hold on one moment.
So,
I need to pull up our Friday night firefight rules. There we go. Combat. All right. So heavy SMG, and let's see. Our distance. Okay, there we go. SMGs. Distance. That's not 3 meters, is it? That should be.
I think
6.
every square is supposed to be 2 meters.
Oh, okay, that's my mistake because I don't use interior maps very often. My apologies. 2 meters. Save. Okay, let's try it again. Area 6 meters. Okay, so 6 meters. That's going to be a 15. Let me grab my dice. Oh, and speaking of dice, sorry folks, hold on. Just pull over my whole table. Speaking of dice, our wonderful Cybernation Uncensored Kickstarter got kickstarted, and Rob Mulligan has reached out to people over on Kickstarter asking about if you want to include anything extra. Some of the wonderful things that are on those extras, we now have the option to get Nomad figures, which is awesome. And then my favorite, the one I was looking forward to the most, and this is the one that I immediately was like, yes, give me all of them, an option to add 2 D20s on each of the dice sets. So I ordered all of the dice sets, and I ordered all of the extra 2 D20s, so I can use them for this game and for our Fallout game. So yes, and supposedly, I hope, it's coming in March, so only a couple more months, and they should be sent out. But I'm super excited. That being said, I've got a DV15, roll 1d10, and then adding in the combat number. He lands a shot on you. You still have the option, if your reflex is over... Oh, and Raven's gone.
He killed her in real life.
Yeah! He shot her router. Alright, just waiting on Raven to pop back into chat. Technical difficulties everywhere, folks. I'm very sorry. Technical difficulties abound. The mute gods have already been appeased, and now the drop gods have been appeased. They better all be appeased now. Raven, do you have a reflex of 8 or higher?
Not with this personality.
Alright. Then we've got a land in on you for the shots, so it's going to be 3d6 damage.
Damage deflects and maxed. So.
Okay. I can't find my other d6s. Where are my other d6s? I'm gonna roll on d20. There we go. Okay. Roll 3d6 plus 1. No, it's the plus 1 is for the excellent quality. There we go. So 11 damage. He fires off the gun at you. 11 damage for the first shot. And second shot. 12 damage. So he fires off 2 rounds at you as you run over and grapple through the hole. I don't know, what is your armor?
My armor is... Light armor jack. Just
All right.
11.
Alright, so first round doesn't pierce through the jacket, second round does, so ablate your armor down by 1, you're at 10, and you take 1 point of damage as the SMG round hits you. And you have you're now facing down into this hallway, which you should be able to see unfogged. You guys can see that hallway, right?
Still take the damage if I have a damage deflection, as far as my my solo roll ability.
Let me check. So damage deflection.
Reduces the first damage you suffer in a round by 2.
Yeah, for 2 points, decrease the first damage by 1. So you don't take any damage. You still take the ablation on your armor though, so it's still down to a 10, but you do not take the damage. Are you able to see that hallway ahead of you on roll 20?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you see that hallway ahead of you. You still have a movement of 4 left. So you have you can move 4 in that hallway. I'll let you take over your whatchamacallit, your token. There we go. My brain. So go ahead and grab your token. And our next person up is because you've used your action, you've used your move. Our next person up is T-Bar. What are you going to do? You see Calamity very adeptly fly through that hole and get out of the room, and you're now left alone there with Rook.
I'm gonna try to get up as well.
All right, go ahead and roll again for athletics. We have some +2s in chat. Oh my god. You got a 3. You attempt to grapple through again, and it does not attach. You're unable to get out, and so you have this blast door still in front of you. You see Calamity fly up past you, and you hear this guy standing there behind you. You still have your move. What are you going to do? You can move inside this room.
I mean, I don't see a real point to move it anywhere else in the room, so I'll stay where I am.
Alright, facing the wall, or do you want to turn around and face him?
I'll face him.
Okay. You turn around and face him. As I said a little bit earlier, you see this guy who is heavily cybered up, heavily chromed up. He has a set of spider legs underneath him, pop-up grenade launcher coming out of one arm, and a heavy SMG in the other. Go ahead.
I'm just looking for the bathroom. You know where that is? Just try to act dumb like I don't know why he's there.
He goes from looking at the hole in the ceiling to now looking down at you, and he's like, I know who you are. Pirate.
I ate a bunch of that bloaties. I gotta go.
Go ahead and roll me conversation if you want to try and convince this guy you're bullshitting.
That's 3 nat ones in a row.
God! How? Oh my lord. Do you even want me to roll? I might get a nat 1.
Yeah?
Okay. He does not believe you. He just kind of stares at you, a completely unbroken face. He's like, what the fuck? And he is now pointing his weapons at you. With that, we've got let's see, 1 round left for backup arrival inside the building, 3 rounds left for backup arrival outside the building, and 2 rounds left for... What? Oh, it's reverse? Oh, 2 rounds for the car, yes. So 1 round for the car, 3 rounds inside the building, and 2 rounds left for Remy. Okay. Calamity, you're out in the hallway. You've got Azrael Knox on your shoulder. You hear you hear the alarms going off in the hallway. You're able to see down the hallway, but T-Bar did not come up behind you, and so we're at the top of our next round. T-Bar, You see Rook looking over at you, and you can literally see him just take one step to the side and recenter his weapons in on you, and he repeats, "Drop the body." And he's going to hold his action. If you do not drop the body, he will open fire.
I'll see if Calamity's Spanish will work, and I'll say, ¿Qué?
¿Qué? ¿Qué está? So he's holding his action, waiting on that. Calamity. He has been unfazed by your attempts at being snide and snickery.
With my masterful rolls,
yes.
that's pretty strong.
These wonderful rolls.
I'm going to be doing something extremely stupid. I want to double back.
You're going to turn back
I'm
around.
going to turn back around. I'm going to like fire my grapple hand through the hole and call out to T-Bar, grab a hold. We need to freaking you're not going to last long in there with him.
All right. I'm going to, if you're going to try and pull him out, I'm going to need you to give me a body check. And this is going to be a difficulty of 14.
So just roll on body.
Yep. All right, you fire your grappling hand down, you grab onto the back of his jacket, and you try pulling, and just it goes tight, and you are unable to get him pulled out. It seems as if you carrying somebody on your shoulder and him carrying somebody on his shoulder, having the weight of 4 people is not something that your grappling arm was exactly designed to handle. And your back itself is not able to handle it either. But you are there, you've got the grappling hand attached to his back.
It's all the bloaties. I gotta get working out when we get out of here.
My friend, unless you want to die, you need to get out of the room.
Right, and it is now T-Bar's turn. They've got he's aiming in at you. You've got this grapple hand attached to your back. You can try making your own athletics check to get out. You can try doing a body check to climb up Calamity's grapple hand. It's your call.
I will just try to get out again.
All right.
With mine, I don't know if it helps that she's tried to pull, but I'll just try to use mine.
Do you want a +2 from chat?
Sure.
We've got a shitload of +2s.
Maybe I could get into a positive number this time.
All right, this one's coming in from Midnight, and Kingy Potato, I'm guessing you meant to give a +2 and not a -2?
Fingers crossed your dice won't.
My God.
They're trying to eclipse your heart.
What in God's name? How?
That's
just
4
like
in a row.
yesterday.
This is just like yesterday with all the nat 20s. Is Stinkpalm, you are in our chat. Can you please tell me what is the likelihood of somebody rolling 4 1s in a row? Like, what is the statistical likelihood? That's 1 in, like 400 million or something?
It happened on Sirenscape stream.
God!
I'm lucky I got to roll 20 and back in.
It happened to Hades.
Oh, Lord. I did not see that. I was unable to catch the episode, but I'm going to have to go back and see that. This is redonkulous. You try shooting your hand up, and it is unable to pull you as your hand retracts back down. Rook opens up. Give me 1 second. Do.
We need backup here yet, like yesterday. T-Bar's gonna leave in a pine box.
Alright,
And you thought Calamity was the goner.
yeah. Hey, don't jinx T-Bar. He might survive this. I mean, it's just a heavy SMG. It's nothing crazy, so...
And a pop-up grenade launcher.
Yes. Well, for right now, that's what he's
That
got.
room's so small, though, you can't really use grenades or you'll blow yourself up, too.
I don't think he cares. I think he's pretty...
No.
He's pretty suicidal.
Yeah, he's pretty close to Cyber Psycho. So he opens up with his heavy SMG, and he opens up auto fire. All right. Let's see. What is his combat stat? He opens up auto fire, and a grand total of 1 bullet hits you. So that's going to be 3d6 damage. So 1 round hits you for a total of 8 points of damage. Just kind of, he opens up full auto fire across the room to, I guess, disincentivize
Armor's at
you.
10, so
yeah, and it lodges itself into your whatchamacallit, your armor. So yeah, that was your action. You still have a move. What do you want to do?
I mean, there's not really anywhere to move.
Okay. And we have kind of a weird little situation right here with weapons that can't hurt. But
Can I use my move to see if the door from the inside will just open?
If you remember the rubble.
Oh yeah,
I
I caved in there. Yeah, no
the
problem.
door's blocked. So that's the bottom of our round. Yes, vampire.
Is Calamity's grapple still in there? Could he use his move to just climb out with that?
That's what our athletics checks are for, so he's going to need to make that check. And he did his action to try and get out already. All right. God, what an annoying clusterfuck. Okay. It is the next round. Backup arrives. We have 1 backup showing up. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Do I have any tokens for backup? I'm just going to give you a blue Nuka-Cola cap. So backup arrives. The first one here is our car, and so the car pulls out front to the front lobby, and they are there ready to go. And they radio you, Mojo, you hear on the radio, like, boss, I'm here, I'm at the front lobby. Do I go in? Do I wait? What do you need me to do?
Go in, try to find them.
All right, boss.
And Maxwell should be on site too. See if you can hook up with Maxwell.
All right, and your backup. Let me pull up those wonderful backup cards.
I'm at 14. Move 4.
Move 4. Okay, that's what I was looking for.
They're on the character sheet.
I have 50 billion things open right now, so I'm literally just switching between all of them. Give me 1 second. Netrunner card, Neon catalog. Where's mine? I'm just gonna cry into the corner. Okay, so it's a 4. Let me just move it in 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So they are now entering the building. All right. And you are now Remy. You are now 1 turn away from arriving as well. So you and Silver are right up the corner. The 2 of you are getting there very soon. And we have our other backup that is 2 turns away. They will be arriving very soon inside the building and meeting up with our other backup here. It is the top of the round now, and we get to Rook. And Rook is like, oh, these useless pieces of shit. And you see him just drop his SMG. And he runs up to you, And as he's running up to you, you can see from his left hand, you can see a set of, let's see, what were they? You can see a set of rippers popping out of his arm as he starts swinging in at you. So rippers, let me pull up our stuff for this. 2d6, 2 rate of fire. Now I want to double check. I want to make sure that I remember this correctly. Is it half the DR?
Yeah. Melee weapons do ignore half the armor
Okay. All right.
when they do the damage, but still, you still have to. It's still a contested roll.
Yeah. So on this, he's going to be swinging at you. So let's pull up his sheet. Rippers.
No more ones, Chuggy. No more ones, Chuggy.
No more ones, Chuggy. All right. So go ahead.
No, I want to keep rolling them.
He wants the ones. You'd be winning Fallout right now. You would be winning all the Fallout. We'll just have you switch streams, Chuggy. That's the trick. So I'm gonna roll on here. You have to beat a DV 14 brawling. All right, you are able to kind of dodge out of the way. I guess the suspension wire of this grapple holding on to your collar is kind of allowing you to get out of the way as he swings in for another one. And this is going to be DV 18. So go ahead and roll brawling again. All right, second one lands in on you. And roll 2d6. 7. So half of your armor would be 5, so you take 2 damage, and your armor is ablated by 1. Would that be correct, Vampire? You look like you have a consternated face.
Yeah, the opposed is evasion, not brawl, unless it's a grapple.
Oh, I thought it was under brawling.
I have the exact same number. I have a 6 in both of them.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, that's my mistake. I always thought that they were under brawling because it's like fist fighting kind of thing, not evasion.
Melee weapons.
Melee weapons are martial arts. You use evasion.
Yeah, to avoid.
Okay. I did that wrong in my other campaign, I guess, too, because I've always done brawling. But all right, duly noted. Thank you. So yeah, he swings at you twice. First one misses, second one lands as the Ripper cuts into you. Let's see. Next is up to Calamity. So Calamity.
I'm gonna yank on him again.
All right, go ahead and give me another body check. All right, you yank on him, and you muscle him up, and you pull him through that hole straight up into the ceiling. And T-Bar, you are now standing right next to Calamity up there, as Rook is staring at you. The Ripper is dripping on his arm.
Ryan, you need to lay off the bloaties.
I yelled out at Rook, "You're lucky she's holding me back."
All right. So Calamity, you've got him out. What are you doing?
Retract my grapple hand and kick off down the hallway.
Oh, I finally found my other D6s. I couldn't find them. Okay.
Yay.
Yay. So you start going off down the hallway. Go ahead and use your move.
How far now?
Your move. Whatever your move is.
Okay. Alright, and then the addition. What's my addition for the thruster?
Your thruster is how many meters? Was it
I
10?
think it was 20. Let me see. 10. Yeah.
10. All right. So, let's put this on here. So you're able to thrust this distance, and then you add your move on top of that.
Okay.
Kind of like skate feet, but regular feet. Iron Man style. All right, so you bolt off down the hallway. Your thrusters go off.
There.
Chuggy, it is, so sorry, my mistake. Let me reveal this a little bit because you guys have been in this area. You also know that there's a hallway this way. So you can go that direction. And let me pull up the other... Goodness, the other hallways. There is a hallway here that you can also go down. And of course, there's tons of rooms that you can go into if you want to try and hide in a room. Otherwise, the entrance is straight here for the lobby. So right out here. Alright, so, T-Bar, it's your turn. You're out of the hole, you still have Jack on your shoulder, Rook's glaring you down. What are you gonna do?
From the other side of the wall.
All right. I will yell "fuck you, Spider-Man" and then run up the hall. I'm gonna use a double move.
Okay.
So my move is 7, so I should be able to get 14.
What the fuck? I thought you said you were filled with bloaties. What the hell? 14 moves.
That's Imp Coke.
He shit himself a little bit when he got shot at, so I loosened to sped him up.
Alright, so just like the little bunny cartoon, you've got a shit booster coming out of you. You are bolted.
I should be able to get 28 meters if I can go 14 squares.
God damn. You bolt down that hallway like a motherfucker, and you're able to get all the way down there, yeah.
Bloaty's powered.
Bloaty's powered. Alright, it is the top of the round, and you can see, T-Bar can see right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. T-Bar can see inside of the hallway that he just turned down that reinforcements are coming. You recognize that this is one of the cops that works with Mojo, and then coming out of another one of the corners, another one of the hallways right here, straight out of a meeting room that's right there on the left-hand side. You can see the other person coming around the corner. Drop that there. And they also have a move of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're coming out of there as well. So they were just in a meeting room right here. Like, oh, let's get it going. Let's get going. Let's go. And they're waving their hand at you, trying to get your attention. And we also have Remy. Silver pulls up in front of the building, and you're able to see the front lobby there. So you can go ahead and drop your token right here.
Sorry, can you mark that again?
Right here. In the front lobby, left-hand side.
Also, I did have another plan that did not involve going in just yet.
Okay. What's up?
I was planning on creating a secondary distraction to hopefully draw the attention of Rook.
Okay.
Do it.
Launching a mortar into the building.
Okay. Well, you're outside of the building. So the road that you are on Let me zoom out a little bit. The road that you're on, you're going to be roughly like this location, off the map. Goodness, it won't let me select. I can't ping off the map? Oh, that's so lame. Okay. Let me expand it. We'll do width 45. There we go. And then I'll just highlight everything and move it all. If that'll let me. No. One, two.
You can't highlight tokens in the map at the same time.
Yeah. Piece by piece. There we go.
So while you're doing that, like
Yes.
as we were pulling up, I would have told Silver to leave some space so I could get a good shot off
Okay.
before we pull up.
We're all in the dark.
Oh no, Charlie.
Oh, Charlie.
Charlie.
Mountain?
Magic Leopterodon.
It's a magical
Candy Mountain?
Leopterodon, Charlie. Magical Leopterodon.
Charlie bit my finger.
Alright, let me drop Remy. So Remy, you are out here. Oh wait, no, that's on the map in background. Okay, there we go. Boop. Did that work? God damn it. There we go. You're right here. Alright, see you? Up in that upper left-hand corner.
I'm gonna eat all the bar.
Yep. See.
All right.
See.
And you guys hopefully can see the map a little bit with the reveal. I think I fixed that up. So what are you going to do? You said you wanted to fire a mortar into the building?
Yep.
Where
Yep,
do you
probably,
want to hit?
So they're on the first floor, or are they up a few floors?
They're on the first floor.
All right, yeah. So I'm gonna try and fire maybe towards the second floor, maybe the third floor.
Okay. Go ahead and use the circle tool. Draw a red circle where you want to target on this building. You can target any part on your side of the building. It'll be on the second floor, and then we'll roll for damage. You can hit anywhere on there. Okay, that's inside. Wall. The wall. The wall. There we go, okay. Oh my god, so many circles. I can't even select them.
First time to use the circle tool.
Okay, so yeah, you're going to be targeting right here. So for our mortar, let me pull this up. For our mortar, go ahead and roll 8d6. Yeah, mortars are really fucked. They're holy shit. Alright, so 29 damage. You fire off this mortar from the back of Silver's, like a Camino, and it fires the round up, and you blast a hole straight into the side of the building. If I recall correctly, this actually did more damage than the satchel charge that Calamity set off before.
I think it did 16.
16 damage? Let's see. Yeah, so you, yes, 16, you are correct. Yeah, so, yeah, you blow a massive fucking hole into the side of this building. Everybody inside, you can hear glass shattering, concrete breaking, steel bars bending, as this huge explosion goes off. So that is what you have decided to do, letting off a mortar into the side of a building. Yeah, Silver looks up at you from the driver's seat like, what the fuck? Why are you shooting the building?
We got to get him out of there. And, Calamity called. They said they're in trouble. We got to make a distraction, baby.
All right. Christ, I thought the pizza sauce was gonna do it, but okay.
Well, clearly they're in trouble.
And she hits the gas, and you guys get further up. And I want to give a reminder to Chuggy for T-Bar's AV. If you want to get up to the AV, you need to take the elevator to get up to the second floor, or sorry, to the top floor, and that is this space right here. So it is labeled accidentally as Armory because this is a different kind of map, but this is an elevator to get to the top floor. So let me write in elevator real quick.
All right.
So if you want to go out the front door, you can go out the front door and meet up with Remy, or you can take the elevator to go upstairs. You can also have Calamity come with you, whatever it is that you want to do.
Well, the plan was to take Calamity with me, and then we were going to go pick up the
SCP, yep.
letters guy at Petrochem, yeah.
Secure, contain, protect.
That's what he do. So yeah, you've got the elevator there. You're almost up to the elevator itself. Excuse me, the elevator itself. We've got Remy coming in hot on the trail with Silver, blowing off a mortar into the side of the building. We've got these two cops coming in as well, the protection reinforcement from Mojo. And let me check in on here. Holy fuck, we have 11 plus 2s and a couple of minus 2s. Some people are screwing with you guys. Holy shirt, I thought I was the only person who remembered Iron Man had roller skates in his boots. Nope, he did. There's a couple of different things on here. 29 damage is also a one-shot on a passenger car. Yes. So it's from the Vehicles of Red, the military weapons supplement, and it is really fucking dangerous. So you wanna bring in some serious challenge for your players. Open up the Vehicles of Red supplement and start going at it. Machine guns, rocket launchers, grenade launchers, we got it all. All the booms, baby. So we have all of this going on, and Rook is inside of that room. He is going to try and escape and come after you guys. He also needs to make an athletics check. A natural 10! Woo! And a 5. Yes, he is able to make it out. So he gets through that hole in the ceiling and starts coming down the hallway. Let's see, what is his move? Alright. 1, 2, oops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is coming straight down the hallway, and he is hot on your guys' heels. His spider legs are moving. They were able to get him out of that room and out of that hole and start coming down the hallway. And he's shouting at both of you. He's like, "Get back here!" And you can hear he is getting something ready. Calamity, you are next up. What are you going to do?
1 second. I want to reach into my pocket,
Okay.
take out a grenade, pull the pin, throw it behind me, and take off in the other direction.
Alright. And we literally just had this discussion last time. If that's this one's athletics, right?
I believe
Yes.
so.
Okay. We just had the discussion because of our issues last time around. So our distance is going to be 10. So the DV.
I'm not trying to throw it directly at him. I'm trying to throw it like midway, so it possibly brings the hallway down.
Okay. So it'll be under 10 then. So give me 1 second. And and we're doing.
Well, you got to throw it at least kind of far, because if not, you risk getting yourself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So your DV is going to be a. Well, how far are you throwing it? Because if you drop it in between where you and he are at, that will hit you as well.
More towards him.
All right.
Like
so where?
One square in front of him, I suppose.
All right. So you want to drop it right here. Yep. So it'll be 8 meters.
Will that still hit me, or?
I believe you will be safe from that. Let me double check.
I think the grenade does a 10-meter square,
It's 10 meters squared?
if I recall right. Yes.
I thought it was. I'm pulling it up right now. Explosives. 1, 2,
5 by
3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 by 5. So it's 10 squared.
So one.
I'd have to drop it on top of him.
I mean, if you move first, because you can split your move, you can move 2 squares, throw it, and then finish moving.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right. Go ahead and move.
Right there. Then I'll toss the grenade.
Okay. So we're at 14 meters. Let me pull up our DV. Goodness gracious. Jumping all over this book today. My God. Ah. I'm gonna start crying. Hold on. I keep losing track. There we go. All right. So your DV is going to be a 15. So go ahead and do a athletics check, DV 15.
Take a +2.
Okay.
And
+2 from
also...
chat. +2 comes from. Oh, that's a -2 from Kingy Potato.
Oh, thank you, Kingy. Alright, then I will use luck.
Alright, so that is a -2. And you're using luck. How many points of luck do you want to add?
4 points.
Alright, so it'll be +2 on your roll. Go ahead and make your athletics roll. Drum roll, everybody. 13! You pull the pin and throw the grenade, and you accidentally hit the ceiling. So go ahead as...
Is that with the +2?
Oh, with our +2. So our +2, it meets.
15.
It's not meets beats. You have to beat the DV. So you go up and you pull the grenade and you throw, and it hits the ceiling and it plops right back down, and it sets off. Go ahead and roll me right now, please. 1d5. It plops down 1 meter away from you.
Sweet.
Sweet! Alright, let me get our square. There we go.
It's even on a failed grenade, it still lands somewhere within the 5x5 box, or the
That it was
10x10
aimed at?
meter box. So it's going to be at least 2 meters away.
Okay, then we will do 2 meters away.
Yeah, it don't make much difference. It's still gonna get us
No.
both.
Yeah.
So
Even though I think
It is really GM's choice, but it does land within the original box somewhere.
Okay.
it's
I
just
noticed-
far enough to not hit him and to hit both of us.
When I notice that that my throw flubbed, am I able to do one thing before it goes off?
you're able to still move. You still have move left.
Okay. Okay. Sweet.
So maybe you throw it over your shoulder and while you're moving, and you don't even notice, and it hits the ceiling and plops back down to the floor.
Okay. So let me see. There, and then double my movement minus 2. 8.
It's not a double move.
Oh,
You used
okay,
an action.
Okay. Alright. So I'm just behind the back.
Right. Give me 1 second. Shotgun shells, explosives, 10-meter yard, 5x5. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. And then 1, 2, 3.
This should cover the purple area.
Yep. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So 5x5. Chuggy, T-Bar, take a look at that little red box. You're safe.
Looks like it's just in front of me. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It goes off and blasts into the hallway, and you see this grenade literally pop off while you're running away from it, but it pops off right behind you. Go ahead and Calamity, roll me damage, please.
Coming right.
I don't turn around to look at it while I'm running because cool guys don't look at explosions.
Cool guys don't watch the explosions.
No.
Turn around and they walk away.
And sorry for everybody in our chat right now. I know it's a lot of technical details. Cyberpunk Red, although it is not as crunchy as Cyberpunk 2020, Cyberpunk Red is still pretty crunchy, especially compared to Fallout. Holy shit. Alright, so that is 20 damage. Yes.
Supposed to do.
You blow all of the walls surrounding that. They are destroyed as massive damage is being done again to this building. I'm going to be revealing this area right here, so you can see into all of these spaces here. What was a bathroom is now a leaky area of tons of burst pipes. What was a meeting room is now completely fucked, and what was a gym is now tons of scattered weights and glass, as this hallway is completely wrecked. Oh yes.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it sounds like it's just a more convenient bathroom with a broader rim to use.
Yeah, bigger aim.
Auto
Yeah.
flush.
Auto
Yeah.
flush.
Yeah. Sounds like it also you added a bidet feature.
Yes.
Maybe a
squat-
floor toilet?
Yeah, floor toilets. Yeah, you're an Asian now. Congratulations.
I think this is a drink.
I keep wanting to trigger the freaking satchel charge in the generator room, but that would screw T-Bar.
Yeah, pretty badly. Speaking of which, it is T-Bar's turn. T-Bar, it goes off right behind you. You feel the shock wave from this grenade going off as the walls and shit behind you go. Yes, I know it's a shrapnel grenade. I'm fully aware. Don't give me this. I'm not gonna get into this. It's a tabletop game. Everybody in that corridor would have died. I know. Don't do this to me, Violet Neon.
I will jump on the radio to say I'm going for our other boss. Just get Azrael out, and I will run for the elevator.
All right. So you can move up to that elevator and hit that button.
So that's 5 of my 7 movement.
Yep.
To get
And
to the door.
go ahead. What is your luck score?
6.
All right, go ahead and roll me 1d10, please.
He's
Woo!
vigorously.
3. Finally, those low rolls are coming in handy. Yeah. It is the door opens up in front of you. You don't have to wait for it to come on down. It was at the first floor. So the doors open up in front of you. You still have how many more move?
I have 2 more move.
All right, get into that elevator, sir. And you hit the button for R for roof. All right. So you are inside of the that elevator. I keep forgetting.
Did that take my action to press the button for the elevator? Or?
Yerp. Sorry to say
Okay.
it, yes. But you are inside the elevator. Why is it not reveal area? Come on. There we go. So you are inside the elevator. You've hit the button to open the door. You've hit the button to close the door, and get you to a higher floor. The go. In my games, I say if it lands on a number of meters away from how much you miss by, it determines a direction with a random D8. Yeah, it's grenades and grenade rules are just really confusing. It's why I generally don't touch grenades. It's so annoying.
Yeah,
But I strongly recommend not touching grenades.
Yes. In Minecraft.
Fortunately, I am in this game.
Touch,
Yes.
touch.
But no, as much as I love explosives in these games, the rules for grenades and stuff are always just a little bit very confusing and very annoying to deal with. And as Violet Neon was about to realism lawyer me, since it is a fragmentation grenade, yes, I'm fully aware that Chuggy's back would have been filled with shrapnel and he would be dead.
See, what I was going to ask is because both Calamity and T-Bar are carrying somebody on their backs. Are those people taking up the same square as them? Or was the person on T-Bar's back in the parameter of the explosion?
You mean Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he'd be on his
Okay.
T-bar square.
Okay, so same. Okay.
Yeah.
If I would have been caught in the blast, I would have rotated the Azrael in front of me and taken the brunt of it.
Savage.
No,
Savage.
they were saying that they would take the blast instead of Azrael. To make sure
Oh,
that
I thought you were saying
no.
you would have rotated so
No.
Azrael took the blast like, fuck you.
No.
Well, to be fair, I would have turned Jack towards the blast. So.
There we
No,
go.
you never.
You got
you
Johnny
never
Coffin.
You never sacrifice the asset.
It's the VIP.
Yeah,
The VIP.
you have the asset. He's just like a bonus baby Jack. We didn't
Oh.
even know he was here.
Johnny Drop, are you okay?
Sure.
Okay.
A-okay.
All right. So Mojo, your backup are both there, and Calamity has caught up to them. What is your backup doing?
Calamity has the package,
Mhm.
so they will escort Calamity out of the building to their vehicle,
All
to
right.
Domino's vehicle.
So for the three of them, do you want your two backup to escort, so stay at the same pace?
Yep.
They stack behind.
Well, they're slower than Calamity, so
Yes.
they'll do their best to keep up. But if Calamity's booking it, they will get left behind.
Okay. All right, so they're going to be tagging along, and we have Remy. Remy, you are outside. You see this other car in front of you. It looks like Domino's painted up Bloaty's car. You're not sure why Domino's car was here, and then you remember that Domino's car was being driven around by these backup, the reinforcements themselves. But you and Silver are there right behind that car. Do you get out? Do you stay in the car? What are you doing?
And did Calamity let us know over the agent that they were being attacked by some badass.
Yes.
Yeah, she sent that out to all.
Thanks.
All right. Yeah. So I am actually gonna
Group chat.
take my turn to unload my grenade launcher and load up the biotoxin grenade I made in like session 2.
Oh my lord. Okay, biotoxin grenade, hardcore. All right. So yeah, you get your biotoxin grenade, and are you going to ready an action?
Yeah, I'm just gonna sort of train it down the hallway, ready to blast it at if some looming figure comes around the corner.
All right, sounds good. Okay. So you are getting yourself set. Oh look, a pizza box from Domino's. It's not delivery, it's Domino's.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Not
Yeah,
sponsored.
but Domino's, we'll accept it.
I would not accept it over here in Taiwan. The Domino's pizza here in Taiwan is horrendous. It is so bad. I can't even explain. So bad. Domino is the Noid now. Oh, God. I'm missing so much in our chat, dear Lord. Get the chopper. Yes, get to the chopper. So let me get these set. Okay, so it is the top of the round. Okay, let me pull up on here. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You can cross even though the hallways collapsed?
The hallway did not collapse. You blew out the walls.
Oh. This is bad.
This is bad. He is there, and he gets up to the corner, and he can see the three of them grouped up very closely. And he pops out his grenade launcher arm and fires. It's like, you're not getting away! Not this time! Boom! And his grenade launcher goes off. What is our distance? 16. And of course, I have to run all the way over the the book again. I need a hard copy of this book. It's just so much faster. And then I get to put in little bookmarks, and it just gets cute. All right, 16. All right, so it's going to be a DV15. All right, so it's going to be...
When he crests around the corner, can I cradle Azrael in front of me?
So, well, it's going to... Yeah, you can do that. It's flavor, but it's going to affect everybody in the space.
Right.
If he hits. And he hit. All right, so this is going to be... Doop. Oh. I'm going to just drag these two pieces over, because it is a grenade. Okay. He fires and he lands, and Calamity, you can feel the grenade hit your back, because you're kind of cradling Azrael. You feel it hit your back as it goes off. And we have our, what is grenade damage?
66.
60, are you shitting me? Oh, fuck. Okay. 66. Alrighty. $21 damage. So this grenade goes off. 21 damage. So, what is your health at for your backup, Mojo? You are muted. Mute gods have been reappeased.
Don't they roll evasion?
I don't think they have evasion.
I don't believe they have evasion, because they're wearing medium armor, right?
I don't remember. It's SP13, so I don't think they get evasion.
Yeah, that's medium armor. Yeah, that's -2 to Dex.
So they're taking
And
8
reflex.
from the 35 that they have.
All right. And Calamity, you mentioned already that yours does not have evasion for this loadout. So yeah, the grenade goes off.
I do have evasion, but I don't have my agility is not the same as the original.
Yeah, that's what I meant, because I'd asked you earlier.
Right.
So yeah, the grenade goes off, it hits your back and blows up, and again we have these walls, these kind of somewhat, I guess, shitty walls, because they're just getting wrecked out by like everything here. These shitty ass walls get absolutely fucked. You can see what used to be a like a kitchen employee area. It's got food and shit scattered everywhere. What used to be the office that one of the people was just one of the reinforcements just came out of is no longer their office anymore. They were very happy about their office. It is now all kinds of fucked. The copy room no longer has a copier, and there is just a clusterfuck of explosionary going on right here. So that is his move and his action. Calamity, it is your turn.
Head out the building. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, so you just shake off a fucking grenade launcher and you run for it.
Without a doubt.
All right.
I'm not exactly tooled up to
combat.
to prolong a fight.
Give me 1 second.
Run out all the way up to where Johnny is, or to where I'm.
Silver and Johnny, yeah.
Yeah,
Remy.
Remy.
All right, so yeah, so you get out. So let's see on here. If you roll anyone reflex or higher, explosive blast will not damage target behind cover. Individual is no longer behind cover. They take full damage. Okay, that was it. Okay, I didn't know if it knocked people prone.
So looking dead at
That's good.
Remy. Tango inbound. We need to leave like yesterday.
All right. Yeah, so you've double moved. You get out there to the car. Next up is T-Bar. T-Bar, you're inside the elevator. You're slamming down on that door close button. What else are you doing?
I just hum the elevator music, like do 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 do, while I wait for the elevator to move up, I guess.
All right. So
I mean, there's nothing I could really do. I just wait for the elevator to take me up to the second floor.
All right. Go ahead and roll me 1d4, please. We're finally getting music now. God damn it! Wrong stream. Wrong stream. Ah! So it'll be 2 rounds until you get up to the roof.
Can we get the AP point anyway?
No, there's no AP here. I'm sorry.
So, I guess if that doesn't take my action, I'm gonna just ready my action, like that if I see somebody when the door is open, to fire. I'm not even gonna bother with that. I just wait.
Okay. Okay, so you're just sitting there, just kind of chilling, kind of waiting. All right, Mojo, you're back up. What the hell are they doing? They just got hit by a grenade. And they see this spider cyborg bastard right down the hallway. Are they going to follow Calamity, or are they going to open fire?
They're gonna double move back, and it puts them in that front lobby area.
Okay. Go ahead and move those tokens.
Strategic
Don't think I have access to them.
You don't?
I do not.
Lame. All right, what's their move again?
4. So the double move would be 8.
Oh, they actually get outside.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I measured from the back one. He only makes it to the
Yeah, he
lobby.
gets the lobby. All right. So yeah, you got one that gets out that front door. They're blasting right outside, and the other one is in the lobby. We have T-Bar up in the elevator, and we have Remy. You're in the car with Silver. Silver never turned off the engine, and you're just waiting for Calamity to get in, or Calamity can go into Domino's car. What are you going to do?
Just one second. Can I, from where I'm at, see Spider-Man in the hallway?
Hold on, let's.
Mr. Scorpion.
He is just barely out of your line of sight, getting covered by the lobby walls. So lobby space, you can't see him through there.
All right. Well, then I'm just gonna continue to hold my action. If I see him come around the corner, I am going to fire off that grenade.
All right. Okay. It's the next round. Who will Rook go after? Calamity, pick heads or tails. Or sorry, pick odds or even.
Odd.
Odd?
Yep.
All right. So he's going to go after T-Bar. You got out of the building. Those people are running. So he comes over literally one space, and he is going to fuck that elevator shaft up. He is going to open up a round onto the elevator itself. Or sorry, it wouldn't be that direction. It would be this direction. So move down 1 and 2, and he is going to fire a shot over at the elevator. And
I mean, isn't the actual elevator like way farther up now, though?
yes, it is going up, but he can shoot at the door.
Yeah.
And so he's going to fire at the elevator door. Go. And roll 66. He blasts the elevator, and the two elevator doors just they fly in. And Chuggy, go ahead and roll me a luck check. What's your luck?
6.
6. So roll 1d10. The elevator car does not stop; it keeps going. As the elevator doors themselves blast in, you can feel the elevator car shaking around as you can hear that explosion from underneath. And he is going to 1, 2, 3, 4 enter the elevator shaft and start on his way up. Spider pig does whatever a spider pig does. All right, so we are at our players roles. So Calamity, you're outside. You're at the car. You see Silver in the driver's seat of this little Camino. You see you see sitting in the back is Remy with a mortar launcher and his grenade launcher at the ready. Do you get into that car, or do you get into Domino's car, or are you going to go to the AV?
AV's on the roof.
Yes.
I'm gonna jump in with Silver.
All right. So you jump in the car with Silver.
And then I'm gonna call T-Bar and tell him, let me know when you're clear of the elevator. I'm gonna kill the power.
Alright.
All right. Go ahead and roll 1d10 for me, Calamity. Does he get the text message inside of the elevator? All right. T-Bar, you get the text message. Somehow this elevator didn't stop from an explosion, and somehow you're getting text messages inside of the elevator itself. This is the best elevator in the fucking world. I don't know how the police station Medicorp got this, but they did. So you get the text message.
Because Medicorp.
Because Medicorp, yeah. They got the best of the best, right?
No, because we're not with them.
Oh. So yeah, you're in the car with Remy and Silver. Calamity, what do you say to Silver? What do you say to Remy? Do you tell him to go?
Yeah, step on it. Rook is in the building. We need to leave.
All right. Silver steps on it, and the three of you start taking off. You've left behind Mojo's backup, so the three of you are now out.
They still have Domino's car.
Yeah, I'm just saying that you left them behind. And she swerves past the destroyed rubble from the side of that building that has already collapsed. And you start going down the road. Mojo, your backup are able to get outside of the building in this turn.
They're gonna follow Silver.
All right. They're going to get in Domino's car and follow Silver, right?
Yep.
All right.
They better get in the car.
So what I need you to do right now, go ahead and give me a driving check for them, please. So what is their driving capabilities?
It's not listed.
What is their non-combat number?
I don't have that on the sheet. Hold on a second.
All right, let me pull it up.
Back up.
Back up. What is your rank again? 4?
5.
5. All right. Combat number is 14. They don't have non-combat number?
Told ya.
What the hell? What the hell, guys?
I don't know.
I don't know. What the fuck? Alright, so it's skill-based to be used for both offense and defense. This number is combined both stat and skill. You add a d10. Backup cannot dodge bullets. They literally don't have non-combat numbers. Alright, so there is no non-combat number, so my rule of thumb for what I use for when I designed my program for the generators is that non-combat numbers are usually half of combat number. So you're going to roll a 1d10 and you're going to add a 7. And it's going to be
9.
a...
9.
Do you want to take 2 plus 2s from chat?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Luckily, there's a shitload of plus 2s in chat. So another one from Midnight, another one from Rook. Thank you guys. We still have another -2 coming up a little bit later for funsies. But yes, so you got 2 plus 2s from chat. That makes it a 11. And they are able to very basically follow the car, but are not able to keep up. But they can drive without death.
They didn't
They- They stopped for a pumpkin spice latte, didn't they?
They stopped for a bloaty spice latte.
Okay.
Oh,
Because it was very big.
Tastes like pizza sauce.
I mean, you said it was basic.
Yes. Super basic. My god. So the lot of you have escaped, and Domino, you weren't even anywhere near danger. You've been driving a fucking supercar on the highway, getting out of town. So you've just been listening to tunes. Cue every fucking, like, vaporwave, nitro wave, like, YouTube video on Earth, and that's you.
But all at the same time.
Yeah.
All at the same time.
All at the same time.
Because I'm awesome.
Chuggy, T-Bar, on the other hand, you're in the elevator, and you can hear the clunk, 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 clunk of those metal legs climbing up that elevator shaft after your elevator car. What are you doing? You're still inside the elevator. It's going to be another round.
Haven't I
before you
been
get to
in
the
2
roof.
rounds?
This is your second round, so at the end of the round you will be arriving. What are you going to do?
Not a lot I can do. I'll keep on waiting.
All right, so you're just going to ignore the clinking of the metal legs coming up the elevator shaft?
I mean, I can't see him. I can't shoot through him through the elevator. So, I mean, all I can do is wait.
All right. I'm going to Terminator this, and yes, he's going to shoot at you through the elevator, through the floor of the car. Our distance, so you were moving 4 floors. 1 floor is 10 meters? No. 1 floor is 5 meters. It's 10 feet.
Wait, 3 meters.
3 meters?
Roughly.
10 feet, 2 meters. Google, save me! Alright, 3, you're right. Good call. So 3 meters, so that's 3, so yeah, he's able to, okay. Alright. Hold tight, T-Bar. He's going to be firing at you. You hear a trunk and then a blast inside of the elevator car. Oh god. And you see a bunch of shotgun pellets come through the bottom of that car. Seems as he have unloaded a shotgun round into the bottom of the car. Go ahead. Do you have evasion? Sorry. Are your reflexes?
I do.
Are your reflexes 8 or higher?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll me evasion. Your DV is going to be 18. So you were able to back up in the car, but not able to get away from all of the shrapnel coming through the bottom of that car. Give me 1 second to pull up shotguns. I believe it's 5d6 or 4d6. My lord.
5d6.
Shotgun. 5d6. All right. All right. You're going to be. Oh lord, that is a critical. 2 6s.
Did I have any cover from the actual elevator? The metal bottom?
Yes. So that's what I was about to say. Is that we've got our critical on there. You do have some coverage. So I was about to tell you that. Give me 1 second before you take that out of your armor. There we go. All right, so we're going to be subtracting 15 from 24. So 9 points of damage come through. Now the confusing...
And then another 5 from the crit?
Yes.
So...
yeah, I was going to say, now the issue is that this is a crit. So it's going to be 9 plus 5, so that'll be 14. And go ahead and roll me 1d12.
Question.
Yes.
If the damage doesn't get through your armor,
It's still a critical.
does the critical still it take it past and get added? I thought if it didn't get past the armor, then you don't suffer the critical damage.
I think the 5 damage from a critical automatically is not negated by armor.
Well, it only happens if you actually get hurt by the shot. So if your armor sucks up the whole damage from the shot, then the critical doesn't happen because nothing got through.
My armor was at 10, so if I had 15 cover, I guess I technically wouldn't have took damage.
I've seen it done both ways because I've also seen people, if you receive a critical, you still receive the critical itself.
Right, I've always thought the 5 critical damage was regardless of armor.
Yeah, that's what I read as well. Chat, help us!
Stink Ball just did
yeah,
it.
Stink Ball.
Regardless. Okay.
Yeah, 5 points regardless of armor.
Okay. Genuine didn't know, so that wanted to point of order to make sure and help our audience in case they didn't know either.
No worries. This is, again, this is just more crunch. There's always crunch.
Go.
What's up?
Learn as we go.
Learn as we go. Yeah, even though we're 2 seasons in, there's stuff that comes up all the time, including explosive rules and crazy things like this. So on here, because I know I also see Vampire looking it up as well. So whenever 2 or more dice rolled for damage from a melee or range attack come up as a 6, you've inflicted a critical injury. All critical injuries cause a horrible injury, deal 5 bonus damage directly to the target's hit points when suffered. It doesn't ablate the armor, and it isn't modified by hit location. Critical injuries, their bonus damage, are inflicted regardless if any of the attack's damage go through the target's SP. It's on page...
So, right.
Yeah.
I took 5 damage, basically, but
Yeah.
I'm going to get a critical hit.
Yeah. It's on page 187. Because I saw Vampire looking it up as well, and I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it's also at the bottom of 220.
Okay.
So it's concussive
The
damage.
more you know.
Yes, the more you know. Criticals hit even if it doesn't go through your armor, which is what I thought. Because I've seen people do it both ways on stream. The way that Vampire has explained it is that some DMs, if it doesn't go through your SP, you don't get the critical. In some instances, that would make sense. But for rules as written and the way that I play it as well is that it's a critical hit. And so the way I see it is that even if it doesn't severely injure you, they still got that crit. I would do the same thing for you guys when you are attacking enemies, and that's the reason that I apply it to players as well. So you rolled a 1d12 for me. Got a 3.
3.
So as you're standing there, trying to hold Jack up on your shoulder, trying to stay out of the way of this stuff, your hands holding him up, your hand gets dismembered. So your hand is gone. You drop Jack to the bottom of that car, and your hand is completely shredded. Somehow at 5 damage. Which is just ridiculous. But yeah, your hand is dismembered. Go ahead and you can do... There is no quick fix. Never mind. There is no quick fix for this. You have a dismembered hand. You now only have one hand to pull Jack, or you can leave him behind in the car as you run for the AV.
Which hand was it? The grappling hand or the flesh hand?
Oh God, let's find that out. Which one is your grappling hand?
My right arm.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 1d2. 1 will be left, 2 will be right. So it is your right arm that got dismembered, and if that is your grappling arm, you are unable to use the grappling hand.
Easily repairable.
Repairable, yes, but for him in this instance, it's not going to be usable, which I'm assuming is sadly what he was probably going to do when he got to the roof, grapple over to the AV and fly away. But not in the cards for us tonight. So Chuggy, sorry, I keep saying Chuggy. T-Bar, you're inside the car. You drop Jack down to the car itself. You can make a body check to try and drag him out with one arm, or you can leave him in the car when it gets to the top, because as you drop him down, those doors open. So you have a choice to make. You can grab the little Jack,
I
or
will
you
grab
can
him
run for
and
it.
pull. I'll grab him and pull him.
All right. Go ahead and give me a body check. Your DV is going to be a 14. To try and drag him with one arm across the tarmac and up to your AV.
I'll use my luck. I'll use 6 luck.
Okay.
Fucking did.
Holy shit, there we go. Now we've got the rolls come in. Critical success, 17 plus your 6 luck. You've got it. You're just like, God fuck it. You grab Jack, literally hoist him up with one arm over your back and start going for the AV. And you start running across the roof. Give me 1 second. I'm not even going to bother changing maps right now because right over here we have a wonderful little space. Hold on 1 second. Reveal area. So we have this wonderful little space right here. So you have popped out of this space right here. And this is why I drew the elevator with the little door. Is because you have popped out of this space right here. You've got Jack on your shoulder. You are right here. He's going to be coming up underneath this space, and your AV is... Let me see. Do I have your AV on here? Where's your AV? We had a token for your AV, right?
We did. I don't know what happened
Oh,
to it,
there
though.
it is. This tiny little AV. There you go. Good luck fitting everybody in there. It's a clown car AV.
It's not full of bozos, is it?
That would be my other campaign. Don't give my former players any PTSD attacks right now. That'll just start setting people off. We had some big issues with the bozos. So your AV is over in this helipad area over here, this AV parking. You have Jack on your shoulder. What is your move?
7.
All right, start moving. You had your action to hoist him up. Start moving.
Do I... Oh, that took my action. Okay.
Yep. All right, so you start running across the roof there. All right, give me 1 second. And that is a 10 and a 4. All right, so we have busting through the bottom of this elevator car. Rook smashes it open with his arms and steps on out. So we've got a 1 and a 2, and he is facing you down now, running down that tarmac, and he starts coming after you as well. His action was used to bust through there, so we've got a 1 and a 2, and a 3 and a 4. He is scuttling after you with his robot legs, and you can hear coming from him is this mechanical growling noise as he's running after you. We have nobody else in our initiative order right now because nobody else is up on the roof. So what are you going to do, T-Bar?
Keep running for the AV.
All right. If you hold on 1 second before you move, I'm gonna remind you. If you are running, a run is a double move, so it's your move plus your action. When you are getting to a vehicle, it requires 1 action to get into the vehicle, 1 action to start the vehicle.
Well, I don't think I need to double move. I
Okay.
should be able to get to the vehicle and then start it.
All right. So you can get to the vehicle, and then it takes an action to get inside. So
Yeah, that's what I
just
do.
Move 1 action to get inside. Okay. All right. So you are in the vehicle, and then your next action will be turning on the vehicle, and you can move from there. So he is.
What, I
he is-
can't turn it on this turn?
No, that's. It takes 1 action to get in, 1 action to start. Once it's started, though, you can move it immediately.
Okay.
It's in the core rule book. It's in the Vehicles of Bread as well. It's a really weird rule, but it stops people from. I get to the car and it's automatically started. I'm already in the driver's seat. I'm already seatbelted in and I'm moving. Like, otherwise, you can literally get to touch a vehicle and disappear. But yeah, you get to the vehicle. You are in. You're about to start it up. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he runs up to the side of the AV, and he is standing there. He looks up at you. He sees you there, and he aims at you through the driver's side window, and he is going to open fire. Do you have bulletproof glass?
No, I don't.
All right. And you're going to be in the driver's seat because you already got in. Oh shit. It won't let me select you. Go ahead and move yourself into the driver's side seat right now. Oh, that's why, because this is on top. Move to back. There we go. Okay. So there you are. There's our Chuggy. So you're in the driver's side seat. Snap to center. Doop, doop, doop. So we've got 8 meters distance. 8 meters. God, I need to find my old GM screen that I made for this, because this is driving me nuts having this jump everywhere. Shotgun, 8 meters. It's going to be a 15. That's 10 and a 3. He hits. He's going to be firing at you. Yes, Vampire, what's up?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Muted.
Mute gods, third time.
They're
Did
gonna be
you fire a shell or a slug?
He is firing a shell. Shotgun shell.
Okay, so that has a different. It's not a ranged attack.
Sorry.
It's 3
Oh my
meters.
god, I keep forgetting. Yes, those are treated two separate ways. It's the slug, because the slug is what we're using. Isn't that what we normally
Okay.
use?
Well,
Because they
I'm
treat them
just
differently.
curious, because
Slug is targeted, and shell is like an area of effect.
Okay.
and it felt like he was using the shell effect in the elevator.
Yes, he was. Okay, you're right. So that would be a
There you go.
shotgun shell, area of effect. So in addition to slugs, shotguns can fire shotgun shells. You can't make an aim shot with a shotgun shell. When you fire a shotgun shell, make one ranged attack, reflex shoulder arms, 1d10 versus a DV13. If successful, every target in front of you within a 6 meter yard, so 3 squares, takes 3d6 damage. If you hit, you roll damage once for all targets. The defender's armor will reduce the damage you do. Okay. So you are inside of the vehicle, so he'll be firing at you. God, this is why I'm so confused by these rules. There we go.
Yeah.
It's an
So
attack.
And yes, you are
Yeah.
right with that square. He did not use his full move, so thank you for that heads up. So that will be right there. Yeah. Okay. So he holds up the shotgun, fires it at you. That's only going to be 3d6, so thank you for reminding me about that. They are treated differently, shells and buckshot. Sorry, buckshot versus slugs. So roll 3d6.
Do I roll evasion?
You are inside the vehicle, so you do roll evasion. Go ahead. Your DV is going to be a DV 13. You're able to duck behind the door of your car as he fires it into your car. It is 8 damage to the vehicle itself, so your vehicle is going to take 8. It was fully repaired, so just take 8 off of the total. It is now your turn. You're in the vehicle. The action that you can take is to just start the vehicle, and you immediately gain the move of your vehicle. So if you want to, you can immediately take off. What do you want to do?
I feel like staying around to shoot missiles at his asshole, but
Feel like,
See his shotgun shell and raise him a turret.
yeah.
yeah,
When
I'm
has he
going to.
not done that?
Just load. Just throw a missile down at him.
Yeah, I'm gonna raise. My combat move is
For the AV, you have AV3, right?
yeah, so it's a 30 combat move.
Yes.
So I'm gonna get to just like 60 meters up,
Okay.
and then I'm going to, I guess, wait till next turn to fire probably a shitload of rockets or full auto fire heavy machine gun at him, something like that.
All right. So you start taking off. I will All right, so you start taking off. He literally just stares at you as you start taking off, and he starts backing up towards that elevator. 2, 3,
Give him the trigger
4,
symbol.
5, 6,
Ow.
7, 8, 9, 10. He goes into the elevator. You see him scuttle back over to that elevator, and he goes into the shaft. You can still fire rockets at the roof of the building, or you can go to Petrochem, which is across right across the road. What do you want to do, Chuggy? It is your turn. He double moved.
Oh, I want to do
T-bar.
both.
I keep saying fucking Chuggy. T-bar.
So the rockets are fire with heavy weapons, I believe.
Yeah, so which rockets are you using? Small rockets?
The mini rocket pods or something.
Yeah, so, well, it's small rockets, and you have a pod. So features, you can fire a single as a launcher, or you can auto, but you need 10 for auto fire. Do you have 10?
I could have sworn it said I could fire 3 somewhere.
Page number 36. Auto fire uses 10 rockets.
See, up at the top where it says modes, it says single and auto fire with a 3 in it.
Yes.
I was actually going to ask you about that because that seems... I didn't understand what that meant.
Yeah, so that's what you apply for auto fire. It means that that's how many times the damage is applied. So if you auto fire a machine gun, if you get over the DV, you can go over to a maximum of 3 over the DV, and you would roll 4d6 for the auto fire damage, 4d6 3 times. And that's how much damage your target would take. So that would be 12 damage. 12d6 damage.
So I can only fire 1 of those. Okay.
Yep, that's 66 damage, which is still pretty fucking solid.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and fire a rocket over towards the elevator there.
Alright, so you said you're 60 meters up, so it's going to be a DV-15 for heavy weapons. And remember, you have a +2 from your onboard computer. Or, sorry,
If there's a +2 in
+1.
chat, I'll use that too.
Okay. Yeah, so you
I thought it
+1.
was +2.
Oh, right, yeah, you got the
that-
upgraded version, yeah. So you have a +2, and you're going to take a +2 from chat. This one comes from Rook. Thank you, Rook. Go ahead and roll. You fire a rocket, and it lands and hits right into the roof. It does not hit over to the elevator. It lands right here, and you blow a hole through the roof.
And I will just take off and leave from there towards the other building.
All right. So you start flying over to Petrochem. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a bio break here. We're 2.5 hours in. It's actually getting close to the end of the session. But what we're going to do when we come back from our bio break is we're going to regroup, get through everything, close out our session, close out our little mini arc here, and we will have all of that when we get back from bio break. So we will be right back, folks. Hold tight. I'm going to leave our mics hot. So if you guys want to talk with our audience, feel free.
I'll be back.
Be right back.
It's a good thing it's not as tooled up as
Don't
our
realize
sticks.
that comments like this are not. Okay. People don't realize that comments like this are. I'm not a vampire. It's actually very problematic. I'd be happy to educate you on it if you.
When was ist das?
It was a TikTok.
Uh,
I'm not a vampire. Very problematic. Don't call me a vampire. If you'd like to invite me in, we can discuss this.
I see what you did there. So werewolf or vampire? No, I'm kidding.
The important thing, though, is we don't need no water. We need to let Metacorp's building burn. Burn Metacorp, burn.
Oh, I can still we can set it on fire and I can kill the power.
It is on fire.
Oh, okay, so I can kill the power.
Because T-Bar shot a rocket into the roof. So the roof is on fire.
Burn, Metacorp, burn.
Our business with them is not yet concluded.
No. Our business with them has barely begun because I need to get the rest of my family back.
You know, has anybody actually checked the Knox and Johnny bodies to see if they're still alive
Not yet.
at any point? After
No, we're getting there. We're getting there.
My chief concern was self-preservation and preservation of the asset.
Hey, look, worst case scenario, we have some amazing Soylent Green.
How long? What's the span of time trauma team can revive someone? They have the capability, right, to revive someone after a few minutes of being actually dead.
I don't know. I haven't actually looked into it.
No,
So it's a very brief window.
Yeah, because it's as soon as you fail that roll, you're dead, and you're dead.
Well, and there's also the fact that you have to have the eddies to pay for them to resuscitate you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy that Rook wasn't as tooled up as I thought he was going to be.
He was just a tool.
This is true.
Aside from the spider chair, kind of similar loadout to Remy.
Huh.
Pop-up grenades, shotgun.
Submachine gun.
So that's why Remy always likes to be Domino's passenger. Shotgun.
That is a nice pun that I have not made a point of yet, but yes.
I saw Neon's eyes get wide when the backup were driving his car.
Man, that was oof. That was scary.
Understandable.
Tweedledee.
Wasn't the reason your car got messed up last time a result of backup?
Yes.
It wasn't backup's fault. It was random Nomad's fault.
Okay, all right.
Excuses.
Except this time would have been Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
I'm back.
On front.
You know, I was just thinking about it. Even with that nat
Nope.
1, I would have made the DV-15 for that missile. But it's too
Oh
late.
yeah. Well, no, it's.
With the
I mean,
plus 2?
I had a +2 from chat, and I have a +2 from my AI assisted
Yeah.
thing. So I would have hit 16.
No, we don't need another nuke.
Yeah, because it was a 14 minus 2 is 12 plus 6. Yeah.
As soon as I saw
hit.
the 1, I didn't even think about calculating what it actually was.
I was gonna say that number looked pretty good, even with the fail.
Yeah. So,
Retcon.
looks like Brooke took a missile.
Might have to see if that elevator collapses. Once we
Yeah.
come back from break.
You could say it sounds like that elevator's going to let him down.
Oh boy.
I'm going to give you up.
Look, see, the great thing about puns about elevators is they work on so many levels.
Stop.
And you gotta look. Elevators are always better than stairs because stairs are up to something.
Oh, shit.
Up to 4 nukes apparently.
It's going downhill fast.
Stairway to heaven.
Fine. So the other day I went for a walk in my neighborhood, right? And I got to see the miracle of life. There was a dog giving birth on the sidewalk.
Oh no.
It was beautiful. I called, my neighbors. They came out and take a look, and we all started taking pictures. But then a cop came up and gave the dog a ticket. We were like, what the hell, man? What's going on?
Littering.
He explained it to us. The dog was littering.
Oh my gosh. You're bad. Oh no, we don't want that. Please no. We'll be good, Is that a Bloaties pizza?
No, it's a Domino's pizza.
How do you get your pizza?
I went a long way. All right, Outlander, that'll be the. I'll try my best to make that the last pun for the night. The last one that I did. I'll try. No promises, but I want to strive to not get -2s. No. Don't barter with Domino's car with it. This is awful. The puns were fantastic.
We found a way to include Jack even though Jack wasn't even here.
Rude, Chuggy.
Oh my god. Chucky. Savage.
Whatever, I have to come back with one less hand.
Yep.
Hey, at least your magazine gets a break.
I got you, Chuggy.
Oh man, I so wanted to try to hit it with that magazine, but I could
Yeah.
tell Calamity was gonna run, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna die over hitting it with this magazine."
All right, so I heard you guys in chat. It was a 14. 14 minus 2 would be 12. You had a +2 from chat, and you took a +2 from the AI system, so that'll give you a 16, and your DV at that distance was a 15, so you are correct.
I wasn't looking for a retcon. I was just pointing out that I should have actually counted it.
Well, the retcon is that you fired and you hit that elevator, like that elevator thing. So I will let you totally roll for damage. Go ahead. It's going to be a 66.
The roof's still going to be on fire, so.
The roof will still be on fire. Just
And we're going to let that mother. Yep.
Just in case we're still on the break shoot.
Oh, we are still on the break screen. Oops.
Oh, dear.
No, this is not Fallout Asia. There we go. Sorry. Wrong button.
I've done that so many times where I never switch back in the middle of my game, and the second half is all the break screen.
Oof.
Alright, go ahead, roll your 66 damage.
I'm gonna roll incendiary grenade because I already have it on the sheet, even though it's for the rocket. It's same damage.
Okay. Alright, 15 damage.
And of course, I rolled horrible.
Alright, so yeah, you shot that rocket, and it hits the elevator shaft, and boom! You hit it, and the roof is on fire. You head on over to the...
Your mic is low for the audience.
Gesundheit.
Thank you for the Gesundheit and the heads up about the mic. Should be fixed now. I lowered it down because I'm getting some really, really loud humming from my my laptop. It is running real hot right now. So yeah, so you shoot that, you fly over to the Petrochem building, you see SCP there, and you see SCP there with a briefcase, and he is waiting for you, and he waves you down from the AV landing pad.
Yeah, I'll pick him up.
All right, you land on down. He climbs on in and says, "Thank you, T-Bar. This is for you." And he takes it and he puts it in the back seat. And he sees baby Jack back there, and he's like, "This isn't Azrael. Where's Azrael?"
Calamity's got him. He's already heading back to the spot.
All right, and he takes out his agent, and he starts ringing up Calamity. So Calamity, your internal agent, starts going off. Incoming call from SCP.
Yes.
I'm here with T-Bar. Where's Azrael? Where's Silver?
Safe and sound. I'm in the back of Silver's car right now.
All right.
Here.
Okay, meet these coordinates. I'll send them over to you right now. And he sends over some coordinates outside of the city. It is not by the camp that you guys have set up, but it is outside of city limits. Let me pull up our Roll20, and we're gonna roll on over to our big map. There we go. We are out of Las Vegas, baby. As all of you start.
Las Vegas. We're leaving for good.
What happened there did stay there.
I can't hear you.
He's not talking. He's angry at the song that I referenced.
See, it's a song reference. It's not a pun.
See? No, I was referencing Sheryl Crow.
That's worse than a pun.
What Chuggy said. So he sends you some coordinates. Let me mark that down on our map. Draw a little circle, black center, white. Sends you some coordinates right out here. And your guys' camp, if you recall, is the big M. And the location that you guys had set up at that farm. I'm going to do a red and a white. The farm was right out here. Okay. Oh, are you guys? You guys are not on this map. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So you guys are on the map now. It should be loading up. So the location that SCP sends over to you is right here. And the old camp you guys have is one right over here. Okie dokie artichoke. Can you guys see that? Awesome sauce.
Yep.
Can our stream see that? Yes, I can. Yay! It's working fine. Okay. It wasn't a pun. You asked for it. Outrider gave you guys a -2. So yeah. So Chuggy. Sorry, not Chuggy. T-Bar. Silver. Calamity and Remy, the 5 of you head on over to this other location outside of city limits. It takes about 20 minutes. Yes, Mojo, you're muted again. Stop muting yourself. The mute gods are so appeased. We're full.
Mojo would have finally made it back to the camp.
Yes. I was going to get to you guys in one moment. So the lot of you get on over to that rendezvous point after about 20 or 30 minutes, around the same time that that our Nomad, Domino, and Mojo arrive at the old camp. Do you contact them? Do you guys let them know, or are you just going to let them head back into Vegas?
I'll call them from the air.
Okay. So yeah, you give them a call.
Does Mojo have to do another donut to get here?
We park and leave the car with Jack to guard all the stuff back at the safe house, and I believe I was going to take over driving Mojo's car, and his bike, and he was going to hop into one of the booster seats.
Sidecars.
Sidecar. Booster seat.
I like booster seat.
They are not boosters.
It is officially canon. They are booster seats. I like this.
We also would have left Jack specifically in Colin's care.
Yes.
Yes, because did Collie go to the farmhouse? I thought she was still at the camp.
Oh, right. No, yeah, she was at the camp. So no, we leave him there. He was okay. I think he's okay. But yeah, it was when we get back to our camp. Then Collie will definitely take a look.
Yeah, that'll take you guys a couple of hours to get out there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And the last remaining question that I have before we get onto that last little thing. This is a reminder, and I'm just asking. It doesn't have to be yes, doesn't have to be a no. It's up to you. Calamity set up a set of satchel charges inside of the power maintenance and power room in the Metacore building. Do you detonate those and take down the power?
Sure, why not?
All right. So you detonate those. When do you do that? Do you do that while you guys are driving away? Do you guys do that once you're out of city limits? When do you set it off?
Actually, I want to message T-Bar and ask him if he's clear, because I want to blow the power room.
Yeah, I'm gone.
And the minute he says I'm gone, boom.
Alright, hold on one second. Alright, so you guys are here in Vegas. You are flying away. T-Bar, what is your speed?
Combat speed or the other speed?
Your general speed, movement, just the movement.
Cruising speed.
It's like 200 something miles an hour.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to find the EV4. I don't have it on my sheet.
You're fine.
Maybe 10.
Or AV3, whatever it is I have. 241.
Okay. And how long are you going to take to respond to her?
I mean, I don't see why it would take a long time. Just,
Okay.
I guess I'll ask around as we're done here to SCP.
Okay. So hold on one second. 240. Whoa, 240. Oh my lord. 241. That's divided by 60. So there we go. 4 miles in a minute. So do you wait a minute? Do you just wait a couple of seconds to let her know afterwards? What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna ask him real quick if we're
Mhm.
done,
Yeah, we're good. Go to these coordinates.
and yeah, I guess I don't know, about a minute later, yeah, respond that we're done.
Alright. Distance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so you are right around the Coliseum. And they have been driving. It's been a couple of rounds. You guys would be right down here. You are at that turn lane. And Calamity, you set off the satchel charges, correct?
Yep, the minute I hear that spark's clear, then they will blow the charge.
This is where they kept all the nukes. You just set them all off.
At least 5.
I'll be the same.
Give me 1 second. I am pulling up the Atomic Archive. Here we go. Nuclear blast map. There we go. There we go. Alright, so our location, we are in Vegas. Let's try and load that again. There we go. We are in Vegas. Go to Vegas. Our wonderful chat should be able to see this map pretty decently from OBS. Let me know if you're having any issues. So we are going to zoom in. Where are we located? We are in downtown Vegas off 44, so that was right over here. Let me pull up our Roll20.
I get the sense that Cap is celebrating deep down inside.
Well, I don't celebrate nuclear bombs going off. What are you talking about? Pshaw.
I do not like how zoomed out you are. You're zooming out more. That's unsettling.
I'm trying to find the correct location. So East Las Vegas, downtown south. So where is East
It
Las?
says West Las Vegas here.
I'm looking at reference
I
points
see.
on the map.
Bracken.
Where the hell is Las Vegas? My God, I don't think I'm in the right place. Las Vegas. Go. I was in the wrong city. Okay, that's why. Okay, there we go. Okay. Cool. So, there is our expressway. Oh, look, the Golden Nugget. Okay, there we go. Las Vegas Boulevard. Right off Las Vegas Boulevard. We're going to start there. Our yield is 25 kiloton. This is a surface burst. Give me our settings on there. Advanced options. There we go. Ionizing radiation, yes. Thermal radiation, yes. Fireball, crater, there we go. And detonate! So, where are we on our map? I believe Chuggy, you get hit by a absolutely massive airburst while you are in the air. You get literally thrown. Go ahead and roll me a check on driving, pilot air vehicle.
That's actually 29 with the AI thing.
All right. You are able to maintain control as this expanding fireball from this Metacore location starts to slowly encroach, actually quickly encroach on you. The airburst forces you through the air, but you and SCP seem to be making it fine. As this burst continues expanding, for Silver, I'm actually going to need Silver to roll. Hold on. Natural 10. Woo! +2, and her ability is 7. So. She's able to maintain control as the ground and the actual the concrete starts buckling and melting in behind them. Remy and Calamity, the two of you in the car, you're literally able to see after you hit that button, you're just like, haha, fuck you, Metacore, click, and this blast starts radiating from underground, and you see this explosion coming out. Let's see. This is not centered correctly. It should be right here. Let's see. Are you safe? Are you able to get out of the immediate blast zone? What is our ground car speed? Because this is going to let us know if Remy and Calamity survive. Give me one moment.
Weren't they with Silver?
Yes, they're with Silver, but they're still on the road. And she waited 1 minute to set off the explosives after you had told her everything is clear. So hold on. Maybe some cute elevator music. 120.
Where was that elevator music when I was looking for it in the elevator?
That was provided to us by the wonderful Remy. Yeah, so you guys would be right down here. So, what is our distance between that? Let's see, how far do we get? You are 1.5 miles away, and our... All right. Yeah, so the lot of you are able to survive the immediate fireball. You are in the vehicle, and it gets thrown up into the air as the concrete is buckling underneath. Silver is able to maintain control on the vehicle and able to continue going, but every single one of you in the vehicle can see this massive mushroom cloud coming out of what used to be Metacore and Petrochem at the end of Las Vegas Boulevard. Luckily, you guys had already planned to go down a non-flooded road, so you don't have to worry about all of those wonderful piles of Bloaty's pizza sauce. But you still do watch as a lot of these maelstromers who were being told to go to the Metacore headquarters get incinerated in a nuclear fire. Yeah, F in the chat for someone might die, no one is safe, lol. Yes, so F's in chat for our wonderful Jack's audience. I'm going to roll because we had a grand total of 400 people going there. How many are going to be dying from his maelstrom? 246 casualties of Maelstrom, and in the local area, estimated total fatalities would be 21,790 people. So we are looking at we are looking at close to 22,000 people dead.
The mass murderer then.
Not a good look for the Nomads.
Yep.
Wait.
So total casualties 21,790 people.
Where was my car?
You are not sure.
I'm sorry.
Oh, did it blow up the supercar and his regular car?
No, my car was long gone. My car's back at the supercar's back at the farm.
It was Mojo's support that were driving the other car, following behind behind Calamity and Silver. So what I'm going to have you guys do right now, Mojo, what is your luck score?
Bad.
What number is bad?
4.
Go ahead and roll me 1d10, please. They were inside the blast radius. Now, what I would like Domino to do is, Domino, please roll. What's your luck score?
Same.
4. Go ahead and roll 1d10, please.
Can we have Chuggy roll?
That's
Chuggy?
pretty sad.
Chuggy was decently outside of there. So that's a 6 out of a 4. So, Domino, you are not sure what happened to your car. And Mojo, you lose contact with your two supporting sheriffs there, as most everything electronics goes off from a expanding EMP. Now, a lot of you make your way out of the city. A lot of you make your way out of the city. I'm infamous. I'm a mass murderer. Yes, Calamity, you are now officially a mass murderer. Congratulations. You have the highest body count in the game now at 21,790 in one shot.
Probably should have looked into that body lotto.
Yeah! Well, the body lotto area is probably now vaporized. But you know,
Technically, you killed Michael Jackson.
you did also just kill Michael Jackson. Sorry, let me add that onto our total casualties in Las Vegas, plus 1 Michael Jackson. There we go. So yeah, it only still counts as 1. If only Gimli were here. So over the course of the next roughly about hour of driving and attempts to get out of this nuclear mayhem, Chuggy, you were able to maintain flight. Silver was able to keep the car going. The lot of you are able to get back out, and let me switch back to our overworld map. Las Vegas is, I do not have it with me, but I will edit it in. Las Vegas is now a nuclear zone. So
He's
yeah.
just destroyed Las Vegas so we can't go back and gamble.
You're still Atlantic City.
Oh, jeez.
Where is Atlantic City? Is that even on my map? Oklahoma.
That's in New Jersey.
New
Oh
Jersey.
yeah, I don't have that part of the map yet. Sorry.
Reno. That doesn't mean that we can't travel there.
Go
I
to
am
Reno.
so glad my mortar did not hit the wrong spot.
Yeah, so for the information for folks here in our chat and watching, so the area that she had set up the explosive, this was in the top area inside of the basement. Metacore had a nuclear generator, so that's what happened here. So you set off a nuclear power plant, nuclear generator in Vegas proper, and your casualty count is 21,790 plus 1 Michael Jackson.
And my car.
I'm legit.
You don't know what's happened to your car.
We'll come crashing down at the camp.
If somebody rolls another something pointless and random, then we can make this happen. What happens is a lot of you get on out to that. Oh, there we go. Other Sandman. He's redeemed that for you. You're
at least have my car.
We can rebuild it. We have the technology.
We have 2 techs we can create.
For another pointless thing, can we have it land directly on the supercar?
No!
Go for it. If you drop it in there, go for it.
No!
These are the requests. I will fulfill these requests.
You're so cruel.
There we go. Chunky's got it in there. All right. So Domino and Mojo, the two of you, see this fireball from the farm, and I don't know what reaction is on your guys' faces, but after a couple of moments, you just hear, and then bam! As Domino's car lands on top of the supercar, a massive flood of dust, Domino, do you have safety belts inside of your vehicle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he does.
Give me 1 second. Roll, and that is a 65d6. Your vehicle sustained a total of 231 damage. As well as the occupants of said vehicle, who are still seat belted into this Bloaties car. And so, Mojo, what's their health points?
Currently, I think they're down at 20 out of 35.
Okay, so 27. So let me calculator this really quick. So 27 minus 231. They are now at negative 204. Do you want to make a death save?
That one's dead.
2 natural 10s. So Mojo, you can see chilling out in this car, still held onto the driver's wheel. It's a picture and a vision from Terminator 2, just these charred skeletons inside of the Bloaties vehicle. But the nice part about this situation, Domino, is the fact that although the car is wrecked, it will take you a grand total of only 1 week to fully repair your vehicle.
They're not my money for the next however long it takes to earn it. I'm going to be buying about 10 satchel charges to strap all over the inside of Chuggy's AV.
Okay, duly noted. If it does crash, we'll be into a supercar. You guys are fucking savage. Yeah, so Mojo, Domino, that's what you see is this nuclear explosion after a couple of seconds. Just Domino's car sitting there. You've got some toaster strudels that are a little well done, sitting in the driver and passenger seat. But the vehicle is there. You are able to repair it in the future. The positive part, don't forget, is that T-Bar's AV does have the ability to tow, so he can bring it back to the camp.
Joy.
Yay! The one thing that is not wrecked on it, though, the Bloaties Pizza Hog head seems completely and totally undamaged, just sitting there, just bobbling on the front of the car. Still bright pink, somehow unscorched, undamaged, nothing. But your vehicle is there.
Is the supercar also repairable?
The supercar would also be repairable. That is correct. It would take 1 week.
Well, how much damage did the supercar do? So it was technically a ramming thing from it falling on it. So it's 66.
So this would not be 66 because it fell from a very high height, but it would not be as much damage as 65 d6.
Yeah.
65.
It would just be 64
It
d6.
still has terminal velocity, so it can only get up to a maximum of X anyway.
The supercar took a total of 76 damage.
Okay. Well, it only had like 39 left. So.
Okay. So it is there. It can be repaired. Anything can be repaired. You guys are techs
Great.
and nomads. You guys can literally fix anything. But the supercar and the Domino's bloaties. What did we call that last stream? The bloaty wagon. The bloaty wagon and the supercar. They almost look as one.
No, I said Shaggin' Wagon.
Shaggin' Wagon. There we are, the Shaggin' Wagon. Well, you do have two people that have been shagged inside of it. Mojo, your next roll ability, when you call in backup, they will be taken from reserves inside of the camp. So your followers have passed away, but you can still get more, and the vehicles can be repaired. On the other hand, we have our 3 and SCP and Silver arriving at this rendezvous point outside of the city, and yet Violet Neon, may you get nat ones from this day forward, dear Lord. You guys can shit talk each other as much as you want in chat. Go for it. The lot of you get out to this rendezvous point. It's kind of out in the middle of the desert. And you see the you see the AV already waiting there. Chuggy was able to beat Silver out of the city. Both of the vehicles, they look charred. The exterior paint jobs have been burned off completely, but the vehicles are still running, just barely, but they are running. Yeah. So go ahead. What was that?
I'm gonna check on Azrael.
Okay.
Like on the drive.
All right, go ahead and give me a paramedic check. Would it be paramedic? Let me pull up my folder.
First aid or paramedic?
Go ahead and give me a first aid to check vitals. That should be basic.
Are there any +2s?
There's a bunch of +2s and a lot of pointless and randoms.
Check a +2.
Those were not pointless or random.
Chuggy, Other Sandman, and Chuggy, yours have been marked as completed. 19. Azrael seems to be stable. Vitals are still beaten away. Barely, but they're there. Stable. Not bleeding, nothing is outwardly wrong. But the lot of you arrive there, and Chuggy, SCP, you and he arrive there first, and SCP looks over at you. He's like, "All right, the briefcase is all yours. Whoever this kid is, you can keep him, I guess. It's not Azrael. It's not who we needed. But briefcase is all yours. Everything you need's inside there."
So that what I own that kid now?
I don't deal in body. I don't. Or, sorry, what was that called? I don't deal with the meat market. None of my business.
All right. I'll see what we'll do with him.
And he steps out of the vehicle. Shortly thereafter, you have Silver arriving. So we have Remy and we have Calamity, the two of you in the vehicle. You pull up, and Chuggy, you can see as the car pulls up, it sounds like the engine is whining, the transmission sounds like it's almost shot, the car itself is smoking from like the side panels from all of the paint getting burned off. And the lot of you inside the vehicle, you're still safe and sound, but you have arrived. And Silver looks over at SCP and kind of waves him over, and she looks over at the two of you and she says, "All right, we've got Azrael. We're gonna have to figure out a way to wake him up, but we've got him. I think SCP already gave T-Bar part of the payment. Other part of the payment is it's under the passenger seat. So who's in the passenger seat?"
Probably me.
Okay. So Remy, if you want to, you can reach in under the seat.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and roll 1d10,000. You get a total of 9,700 eddies stacked in a briefcase. They're there inside the briefcase for you, and she says, "This is the payment. This is what I can offer. I had cash. There's not much else I can do. SCP's given the information he can to T-Bar. This is what I can offer."
Fair price for barely escaping with their lives.
Tell me about it. Who the hell would set off their own nuke inside of Vegas? This place was owned by Petrochem. Why would they do that to themselves?
Yeah, not going to be a good look. If it's framed properly.
I'm gonna have to go talk to Benzite and figure something out, because I gotta figure out what. And she looks back at Calamity like, "Do you have any idea? Why would they do this?"
Do you know any good medias that can put a negative spin on this for them?
Benzite, best media I know. I think you've already met them.
Yeah. You're leaving the game, right? You're leaving the game. You're not gonna do fixer work anymore, or what are you doing?
Maybe someday, but I gotta figure out what's going on with Azrael.
Do you have any good you have any contacts with any other fixers that you can set us up with? Because we need some side work or stuff like that.
I mean, if you're not willing to give that information lightly, I can, if you're taking this vehicle with you, maybe patch it up so it's not so cruddy until you get to where you need to go.
Well, we're gonna be heading down from Mexico. get the fuck out of the States. Hopefully get away from Medicore. Get away from Petrochem. Just gotta find somewhere to get away, and then I got some contacts I'm getting in touch with. But if you're heading out of state, I don't think you should be staying here in Nevada, and California ain't safe. I do have some connections over in Dallas.
We'll take whatever you can give us, as long as you can get it, point us in the direction of another fixer.
She pings you over the contact information for a person named Dallas in Dallas. Yes! Yes, Vampire Bites.
No, I wish Dallas was in Tennessee.
Dallas in Tennessee? I don't get it.
It's a country song.
Oh. I don't country. Who was that in chat that was singing earlier? Boo! Where was that? Let me scroll up and we can get that back on.
Just look over at her like Bianca from Silver.
There we go. Outrunner. Boo! Boo! Mojo trying to raise Calamity and T-Bar, Remy and Silver SCP. What the fuck happened? Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, they Silver says, "All right, I'll see you chums later. I hope, and I'm gonna get in contact with Benzite and try to get some spin on this. Try to get some info. Is there anything else I can do for you?"
Not that I can
She reaches into her pocket. She hands you a disposable cell. She says, "Call me on here. If you need me, call me on here."
Sure. Take
And-
it from her.
okay.
Sure.
And you see SCP walk up to the passenger door, and he says, "All right, that's my seat."
All yours.
Step out of her vehicle.
All right. He climbs into the car door, and she takes off. She starts driving straight south, heading towards a main roadway. So T-Bar, Calamity, Remy, the three of you are there. You're kind of in this open desert field area. You've got one briefcase sitting in the back of T-Bar's T-Bar's AV, and you've got one briefcase in the hand of Remy. What are you guys doing?
Oh, dadgummit. Forgot the mortar in the back seat.
Oops.
Ah, well.
The mortar. You placed a sleeping person, possibly somebody out of their mind, onto the top of a mortar in the back seat.
They were complaining.
They were passed out. Talk about a pee under a mattress. Fucking mortar under your seat. Oof. But yeah, so. Oh, what?
I jump in the back of the AV3.
Okay.
I'm sitting there. I'm gonna crack open the briefcase.
Alright, so inside of the second briefcase, you find a couple of file folders sitting inside of there, and you see that hardwired into the physical briefcase itself, there seems to be a keypad, a number pad, and a bunch of documents.
Close the briefcase and put it beside me.
Okay. Remy, T-Bar.
I'll just find like a rag or something in there and clean the back windshield off from the blast. It got a little dirty. Just want to make sure I can see out of it, and head back towards the farm there. Got to make sure the AV's looking good.
Yeah, Remy's gonna
Hot Jack.
hop in and look to T-Bar like, listen, I feel like I saw my life flash before my eyes. You got a smash on you by any chance?
Boy, does he!
Yeah, I have a bunch of them, so I'll give him one. Be like, yeah, actually, this is a good time for. I'm gonna pull out my beer and my Sith Coke and.
Do a line and chug a beer and
Yeah.
start flying.
Pretty much, yeah.
The safest pilot ever. All right. So yeah, the lot of you are in the AV. You guys start making your way, and after only about like 5-10 minutes, you get over to the farm. And coming in above, you're able to see the wonderful smoking Domino's car sitting there. It's just smoking as the two of them are just kind of standing there, either staring at the car, or staring at the rising mushroom cloud of Vegas. I'm not sure which one. But the lot of you are now at that farm. Vampire, you're still muted.
I haven't said anything yet.
Okay.
Mojo's just staring at the AV because he's been trying to raise them on the whole time. Everybody. Where the fuck have you been? What the fuck happened?
Oh, we did the mission.
What the fuck happened here? What's going on with this flaming wreckage?
You turn around and look at that.
Well, yeah, that's Vegas. It is now a mushroom cloud. What's going on here?
My car apparently was in Vegas when this happened, and somehow magically got fucking delivered here on top of the other car that we were able to drive out at the time. So we're gonna be here for 2 fucking weeks while we put these cars back together. So good job. Thank you for blowing up my cars.
Wow, that sounds pointless and random.
I didn't do nothing, man. I will not sit here and be yelled at because some freak accident happened.
When the fuck has anything involving us been a freak accident?
Every time, to be honest.
Freak accident. I'll own it. I blew the generator. I'm the
Right.
mass murderer.
Satchel charges don't do that!
Well, you know,
Who knows what they
it's
had stored there?
I think it was that guy Rook. When I was flying away, he said something about blowing up that whole damn city.
Oh, fuck!
I walk away and start working on the vehicle. Like, I start trying to figure out, like, this part used to fuck. There was a garage. Let's see what tools are still in the garage. Can somebody call the old the Mojo? Would you call the camp and let them know that we're gonna be a bit, or maybe if they can send some of the mechanics up to fucking help with this? I mean, we have 2 vehicles, but
some of the mechanics. I'm
gonna
right
pull
here.
Out of the AV.
Some
I'm gonna
of,
pull out.
it's gonna
the
take
AV
more
jet.
than just you and me.
We should have.
Calamity?
Calamity's
Is that
gotten
you?
pretty good with the
Okay.
tools. I don't
Three.
estimate this taking more than a week tops. We got 2 vehicles to fix up. They're pretty banged up, but like it's not going to take that long.
And we'll have spare parts.
We get more of it. They're like 4 hours away. If we had some of them come, they can help. Maybe cut down on that time.
Well, you know, I do have some good news. It might cheer some of you up. We've got a briefcase full of money. About $16.16 each. Cheer anybody up?
I'm a little happier.
You also. Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
let me get ready to go spend. Oh wait, I can't go anywhere right now.
T-Ball
Give
can
me a
give you
little
a
money
ride.
for gas. I'll give you a lift over there.
I'll give you a lift to Vegas.
I'm good.
Go blood on the slots. But
16, you said?
so it was 9,680. I'm just gonna round that up to 9,700 and divide that by 6.
1,616 and 66.6 repeating cents, which we
Yeah.
don't use any in bread. So what's
So 16.
I will be kind, benevolent, so benevolent to all of you, and we'll make this a nice round 1,650 each. So benevolent. I'm the kindest GM. I don't do pointless or random things. I never punish the players. These are not the things that this does. I'm innocent. Now, the lot of you are here. What are you guys going to do? This is going to be where we wrap up our session. So what are you guys going to do?
Where we're restoring our weapons again?
Oh right, yeah. You left them in at the farm. So they're at the farm. It was T-Bar, Calamity, and Mojo, and Domino that were able to have them on themselves.
Fantastic. I was just hoping they were in the back of Domino's car.
No. So
You mean like my camping gear, my tent, and everything else?
your rifle took approximately 231 damage. No, I'm just kidding. The contents in your trunk, Domino. Positive reminder, happy reminder. Remember, you took them out because you guys were living inside of the farmhouse.
That's right.
So
that's right,
you
that's
did
right.
not have anything in your car stored in your vehicle.
except those 3 pizzas.
Except those.
Probably for
So
those.
sitting in the back seat of Domino's still smoking car, it seems as if
Yeah, those went to Chuggy.
those went.
T-Bar ate them. T-Bar ate them.
Yes,
T-Bar.
but remember, it was supposed to be a delivery vehicle. That's not the only pizzas you have there. You can smell actively emanating the wonderfully cooking scent of an additional. Let's do roll 1d10. An additional 6 pizzas that seem to be perfectly cooked in the back seat, still in their boxes, and the grease seems like it finally dried. It dried the grease on the cardboard.
Can
I take the
those
boxes
out?
and I give them to I drop them at T-Bar's feet.
He steps on them.
Yeah,
You step on them?
yeah. Oh, I smash them, like grind them into the dirt. There, enjoy your fucking pizza. I'm gonna
be
go
like,
fix the
"What-
vehicles.
The hell was that? That seems super pointless and random. Just leave.
Oh God.
Oh my
All right,
lord!
well,
Capricious
y'all
is
find
so.
if y'all find it prudent, you can, contact some mechanics back at the camp and have them come out here. But in the meantime, let's hunker down. Let's fix up these vehicles and
Yeah, I appreciate.
just,
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you as well. You're my partner.
So we have a Jack duplicate.
Mm-hmm. A baby Jack.
Oh,
Who's that and what now?
I wanted to check on him and see if he's still. Okay.
I kind of want to save that for when Jack is actually here.
Yes.
I talked to SCP. He said I could have him. So
Hold on,
guess
what's
I'm gonna
what's this Jack duplicate now?
Is he still
And then I
alive?
look in the back seat and finally see that there's
I
been
just
a
threw him
young
back there
Jack
when
in
I
the
got
back.
in, just
Yeah.
randomly somewhere.
So sitting in the back seat in a opened butt what is that called? Medical gown. You see what looks to be like a 20-year-old Jack, like in the back seat, arms from getting knocked around in the back. Arms are like everywhere, and there's tons of cans and trash on him. But he's sitting in the back, passed out.
Man, I did not think this day could get any crazier.
What's funny is that's pretty much how he looked when I brought him in the first time.
T-Bar just tossed him in there.
Oh, Apollonius, you missed the entire thing.
Oh, you need to rewatch that. Oh Lord.
No, you don't.
Yes, he does.
Just
They, because I don't know if it's a he or she. Apollonius,
they.
do it. Just do it. So what I'm going to wrap out our session on we get the cut. What is that called? Like the circle cut. Like that would be all, folks. As this cuts in. This is the end of our Viva Las Vegas campaign within the Cyberpunk Goes Nomad. So this is the end of our season 2. We'll be starting up season 3 very shortly as we move on to our next feat. Our players will be repairing the vehicles and checking out the briefcases and figuring out what the fuck is going on with this mini Jack. As well as figuring out what the fuck's going to be happening with Medicor and Petrochem now that they literally nuked a city and killed more than 20,000 people. It should be very interesting season 3 that we transition to. And the other positive part, I already shared this with my players, is the fact that similar to what I do in our Fallout campaign, this is a milestone, and so everybody in our campaign is able to take on a rank of their choosing, so they can get one full rank regardless of cost. So Chuggy, what rank are you going to be choosing?
Moto up to 7.
All right, so you're going to have Moto 7. Calamity, what are you going to be choosing?
I'll be jumping the solo 5 finally.
Solo 5. Remy, what are you going to be choosing?
I'm going to be taking my tech roll ability, the maker, up to 8, and then distributing the 2 points between upgrade and invention.
Okay. Mojo.
I'm so close to just buying my third.
Can't hear you, just cut out. Your mic just cut out.
I'm so close in my Nomad that I'm gonna bump that up with the IP, so take it in Lawman 6.
Okay. And Domino. Oh, sorry. And your what?
I'll convert the backup rolls.
Okay.
In the character sheet.
Yep.
I will be going up to Nomad 7 so that I can better facilitate and maybe make a vehicle that will survive whatever T-Bar decides he wants to make randomly and pointless happen to my fucking vehicles.
Okay.
And see what I can make randomly and pointlessly happen to his moving forward.
Sounds like a wonderful opportunity. So that, ladies and gentlemen, wraps up our season 2, and we'll be back next week, season 3. The cool part about this for Domino as well as for Chuggy is that I believe you're both going into rank number 7, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, not Chuggy. T-Bar. So for T-Bar, you finally have access to an AV4. If you want to upgrade to an AV4, you're able to do that. And for Domino, for the land vehicles, one of the things that I had reminded our player about is that this also gives them the ability to now take on that APC that you guys had recovered. So if you want to take on the APC that you guys have, you can switch over to that vehicle, or you can choose something else. But it is listed as the Wolverine Moto Roll 7, and this is on page number 25 if you want to check that out. Otherwise, you can just rebuild your car and just pimp out your car. Whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever floats your boat.
If I were to move over to the Wolverine, would I still be able to put the same quantity of upgrades into it that were in my old car? Or
Yeah, 6. Okay. You get a total of 6.
Okay. Then I might go that route. I have time to suss that out.
Yep. So you guys are able to take care of your full upgrades, your full level ups. So congratulations on that to everybody. The car getting wrecked is literally just part of our flavor, because when we come back, we're going to be doing a time jump of a couple of weeks to allow our players to heal, repair, take care of whatever it is that they need. Because I know many of you are injured or your equipment has been slightly damaged. And there has been a loss of life as well for some of our support roles here for Mojo's enforcement, so we need to find a replacement for them as well. So
there's also been a loss of limb.
Yeah, loss of limb. T-Bar, don't forget, you still only have one freaking hand, man.
You can give him a grapple claw instead.
Yeah, you're going to have to get that repaired or replaced or something. But we'll be handling all of that when we return next week for season number 3.
I think he just needs to get a hook.
Yar. So I'm going to have our players outro themselves now, starting off with Violent Neon. So go ahead.
Hey, I am Violent Neon, and if you are familiar with BattleTech lore, I am currently a dispossessed nomad, and you can find me here every Saturday. And maybe I will no longer be a dispossessed nomad by next week. And other than that, you can find me in Cybernation Uncensored's Discord as Violent Neon.
Awesome. Thank you. Vampire?
I'm Vampire Bites. You can find me.
Your mic cut out again.
What? What is? I'm Vampire Bites. Catch me here every Saturday night playing Mojo the Lawman Nomad. You can catch me all around Discord and/or other Twitch streamers lurking in the audience. Sometimes, throwing bonuses at people. And maybe someday I'll be back at my own channel.
Better.
We heard every third word.
Johnny.
Yep, I'm Johnny Drop. I had the pleasure of playing your explosive enthusiast tech for the evening, Remy Johnson. You can find me lurking on the Cybernation Uncensored Discord as Johnny Drop. You can find me here every Saturday for Cyberpunk Goes Nomad, every Friday for Fallout Asia, and if you'd like, you can check out my SoundCloud at Arson.
Awesome, thank you. Our serial killer?
Everyone, I'm Raven. I've had the pleasure of playing Calamity, your local neighborhood-friendly mass murderer. You can catch me all over the internet at Doña Trece Cuervo. Thank you.
Alright. Chuggy?
Hey, I'm Chuggy305 here on Twitch, and I was playing T-Bar, the Nomad, and you can catch me the Wednesdays playing D&D on my channel at Chuggy305 on Twitch.
Awesome, thank you. Captain Mark is not here. He will be with us hopefully next week. You can catch him over on Captain Mark 7 on Twitch or over on Heroes in Theory for his D&D. And I have been GM Capricious Nature, sitting here laughing my ass off through every other sentence, and the absolute insanity of my crazy Nomad crew here. I absolutely love our group here, and I'm super stoked to see where we go on with our next season. You can check us out for Fridays and Saturdays every week. We have Fallout 2D20, and we have Cyberpunk Red. You can check out the supplements that we use over on cybernationuncensored.com. Our music has been provided by goodness gracious, our music has been provided by two different groups. That would be one from the wonderful Outworld Sounds, Helix Code, and one from Base Ape. You can check out my other links on my link tree, and a big thanks to Rob Mulligan for hosting us here on Cybernation Uncensored, and I'm looking forward to very soon getting my new dice coming in. I hope all of you have a wonderful week. Stay safe. We'll see you all later.
Bye.
Cybernation Uncensored.